Thanks for the resub, B-Pots. You're a monster. I'm kind of delaying, kind of waiting for Wing. Uh, Unfortunately, he had like a job interview at like 5, so he's on the tail end of that. He's eating. He says he's speed eating some tacos, and he might have to answer one more call. So this might be a little bit scuffed, but you know, nothing out of the ordinary for our streams. Now I'm loading up game by game to figure out which one was game 1. This one is not game 1. What did I open? Oh no, I've got the wrong raffles. Okay. This one is game 2. And this one's game 3. Okay. So I don't have game 1. But I probably have it in my email. As I open up my wrong email. Nice. We're doing really well, guys. How are you guys on Monday? Holy shit, guys. Thanks, Stream. Thanks, Matsuro. Okay, which one of these don't I have? This one. 734? Yeah. Alright, hopefully this one is the right one. That looks like it. Yes, okay. Okay, I'm gonna wait like 1 more minute and then I'm just gonna start and we'll let Winged catch up at his leisure. Oh, do you have to go in and change that every single... Okay.
Weeb is almost kind of here.
Weeb is almost kind of here. Let's go.
Alright, it's been a while. Alright, save file. File has been saved.
I have the wrong timers. Do you have to do that every single patch? That's such a pain.
Oh wait. Isn't this like the stupid one where you have to like save it first and then drag it?
Yeah, so save it to the game folder
Yeah, okay.
and then drag it onto the executable.
I haven't had time for my tacos yet.
Oh no. That means you got your call though, right?
Yes, so no interruptions there. Okay, I'm at zeros.
so fucking dumb. You have to do this every single patch. Jesus Christ. Okay. You have to edit your files every single patch for the esports timers, apparently. Which, if I had known ahead of time, we wouldn't be using the esports timers. Okay. I want to save that. And then, let's see if I broke my game. Hog. Hi everybody, by the way. I'm Maris. My co-caster isn't Aikedo. He's prepping for Worlds for LOR, so we got instead a different Diamond Smurf in Wing Nation. How are you doing? Okay.
We're doing good. We're doing good. I don't know about Diamond Smurf yet.
Didn't get the
Sure.
timers, so the overlay's just gonna be scuffed, and I don't care today. All right. I didn't look at these people's logo because I don't need it anywhere. So I'm gonna make them blue, and hopefully that's right. Okay. I think I'm finally ready. Are you feeling ready?
Yes. Mostly.
Okay. How's the taco?
Halfway through the second one.
Oh, nice. You're really burning through it. You can enjoy those a little bit. It's all right. I can talk for a little bit. Oh God. And then I fucked up the scoreboard. Anyway, I'm hiring for a stream person to do this for me. I'm not actually hiring. I don't have any money. Don't listen to me. Yeah. Welcome. This is LAS week number 1. Return of the Middle Sticks. Pain and Panic is our first team featured today. They're going to be taking on To the Moon. If you followed the lovely power rankings by Daydream and Orenji, I believe. This is the number 5 team, Pain and Panic in Pool A versus the number 1 or number 3 team. So, the boys at a disadvantage apparently, according to just their peer ranking, but we'll see how they fare today. Are you ready, Mr. Nation?
Yes, we're good to go. I don't know how they would be able to do power rankings. Like I don't recognize obviously they'll know Gid and Matsuro, but everyone else is like fresh blood to legends in general.
Yeah, I let's start this and we can talk about it as we go. But 3,
Okay.
2, 1, go. So having done power rankings for Get Recalled before the season starts, you just kind of go based on rank and hope for the best. And maybe that's what they went for. But regardless, I'll let you introduce the blue team.
Okay. Okay. So on the blue side, we got Pain and Panic. We got Papatito returning to the top lane for our boys. We got Gid Shade Slayer on the jungle on the Warwick. Poro Flambe on the Lux mid. Dream Unforgiven and Metsuro 5. I should have done some math there, but I didn't. On the Ezreal Thresh bottom lane.
Yep, and they're invading the team wearing the red health bars for game number 1. The tension. I don't think they're going to go for anything. All right. On the red side, wearing the red health bars is To the Moon. Myojin in the top lane playing Set Jesus in the jungle. On Trundle, Defoe in mid playing Xerath. And Arc Ryu and Stone Kit Kat in the bottom lane playing Tristana and Brown. All right.
I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of excited at the thought of me having to say Jesus.
I mean, you are still allowed to.
Right. No, just during the introductions is like, how ham do I go? How I pitch?
See, normally I give my co-caster our guys because they'll know how to
Ah,
pronounce those names, and then I take the other ones so that I can fumble over them and try to figure out how to say them. But they actually have pretty easy names. So, shout out to the Moon for not making me sound like a complete idiot. Anyway, blue buff steal at level 1 for Gid Matsuro and Dream, but Stone Kick Cat and Arc Ryu going to come in. Gid smites away the blue, and yeah, that's all that's going to result from that. We'll see where Jesus wants to go because Gid is very much on a ward right now, and yeah.
That could have been really bad. Good actually missed the smite. It was an auto attack that finished that.
Well, luckily able to secure the buff at level 1, and yeah, this is week 1. We haven't seen any of our teams. Shout out to our plat teams who won't get a stream this week for various, well, not various reasons. But congrats Winged and the rest of your boys on Crowstorm for the 2-0 on stream.
Thank
Uh,
you, thank you.
and then, if you didn't see, Dark Wind got a forfeit win because the other team isn't a team anymore, apparently. You know, sometimes you spend $65 and you just don't show up for the season, so uh, it happens, I guess. Hook for Matsuro, though, gonna flay in Arc Ryu. The Ignite coming down. Dream goes in, he gets exhausted immediately, and it'll force the flash out of Arc Ryu, so they'll get a summoner advantage in the bottom lane. Oh, well, now time to talk because Poro Flambe's in trouble. Auto attacks from Defoe, but Jesus is on the other side of the wall. There's really nowhere for for Poro Flambe to go. But Papa is just gonna beat down on Myojin in the top lane. It's first blood for Papa Tito. Poro Flambe, oh, he actually almost got himself out of there. Meanwhile, now there's a dive in bottom lane. The double fear onto Arc Ryu and a kill for Dream Unforgiven. He heals, he flashes away and stays alive. They get the 1-for-0 in the bottom lane. Across the map, 2-for-1 for Pain and Panic.
Man, I was about to flame
Gid's
direct
gonna
camera.
fight people. Okay, no. Oh no, the pillar's actually really good there. He's got the smite for the heal. Matsuro and Dream are both here. The dash through, and he takes down Cheese's Stone Kit Kat trying to get away. More autos from Dream Unforgiven trying to come through, but Gid falls to the Q from Xerath. The binding over the wall onto Stone Kit Kat lands, but do they have any damage? Matsuro, does he have the hook? Oh, he's going to flash for a couple of auto attacks, and he'll eventually finish him off. Defoe forced back away, but now he's got double buffs. It's 4-2 for ROTM at 4 minutes.
Yeah, Fiesta already, but it's gonna turn into just under 1,000 gold lead for Pain and Panic. I was gonna flame like directed camera for just like going off the gank mid lane originally. It's like it was worse than the NA production team, but it actually was for good with Tito up there getting the solo kill.
Yes, so do you want to try to recap our lane states now? Where are we at?
Yeah. I mean, realistically, bot had a successful tower dive, which turned into a kill in the river, and I mean, Poro died to a gank, and Tito had a solo kill at the top lane. So I mean, it was a 4-for-2, like right there.
So side lanes ahead for Pain and Panic, mid lane ahead for To the Moon, and Myojin not looking very ahead right now. Papa Tito just giving it to him, gives him the chomp for the 138 damage and the heal, and Myojin's gonna have to go back to base again.
Yeah, and this is a pretty decent sized wave there. He's gonna miss out on a lot, already having to burn that TP from the solo death throw already.
Yeah, Sheen's the name of the game for Pain and Panic, as Papa Tito and Gid both pick him up. Dream not quite to his Sheen's, chosen to go for a little bit more utility with the tier and the boots, unfortunately.
I was gonna say Dream missed out on the memo there. He's used to reading facts, not email.
I still can't believe fax is a technology in the current year, but Matsuro in a little bit of trouble, getting chopped down a little bit. Gid is here just to try to ward off any further pleasantries, but now teleport going to be channeled by Defoe, and even if Pain and Panic just leaves, as they do, that's going to be a nice little summoner spell grab for them, trying to even out those teleports in mid. Oh, Matsuro can't really walk up, gets hit by the Shock Orb into a bunch of damage, and Defoe will take the kill.
XP wise, I think that does mean that Poro Flambe will hit 6 first. No, never mind. He reset. Never mind. How do you feel about Dark Harvest on Lux? Like, on Summoner's Rift specifically. And ARAM, sure.
Yeah, it feels like he might have his ARAM runes on. I don't know. I don't really have particular feelings about it, if I'm being honest. I mean, you definitely get more mileage out of Airy or Comet, but
there's like definitely Comet. Like you literally can't miss Comet as Lux.
But like maybe the surprising burst will catch, you know, a Xerath or a Tristana off guard at some point.
His
Maybe we'll
did
see
not
the value.
save.
Oh.
Well, that explains it.
Well, that happens. He was playing ARAMs right before, probably. Because really, what champion do you not take Dark Harvest on in ARAM, right?
Ezreal.
You're still going Dark Harvest. I don't.
I
care.
don't.
You should. Well, 1 kill advantage for ROTM, about 300 gold lead for them right now. But To The Moon doing well at right-clicking the minions so far, and that's really keeping them not even, but less far behind than they probably should be.
Yeah, I mean, Papa's still taking, or he's still kind of collecting that really like big. I think it was like a triple stack wave top lane. So
Ooh,
that's
the
gonna
exhaust coming
even
down
back
onto
up.
Dream, though. They're looking for this return gank. Jesus is here. He's got the pillar. They're going to separate Matsuro. He's got really nowhere to go. Doesn't have flash up. Big double flay. Dream trying to do some damage. The heals actually might save him for a little bit. They have to invest a little bit more, but Jesus eventually takes him down, and it's 4-4. Oh, the Shock Orb into the right of the Arcane over the top. And Poro, the shield not quite enough to keep him alive. The ult's being exchanged in top lane, but Myojin getting a little bit better at that. The heal from Papatito just canceled like 4 or 5 auto attacks, but here comes Gid. That's not who Myojin thought was going to come out of that bush. Doesn't have his W up as he did use it in the last engagement. Has the fear on. He's trading back pretty well, but Gid will eventually finish him off.
Yeah, that a little bit awkward there from Tito. Just wanted to scare him with an auto attack, I guess, and just not actually go through.
You know, it's the threat. He could have autoed at any time, but he didn't actually have to go through with it. And that's what scared Myojin more than the actual auto.
It's like, I could have autoed you, but I have a Warwick.
Oh, well, now he's got to worry about the Xerath coming up. Defoe lands the shock. Okay, well, nothing he can do really about that one.
Right.
Defoe is huge right now on the Xerath.
Yeah, 401 on the Xerath, and like, he in theory is like a counter pick to like the entire Pain and Panic team. At least that's how I would see it as a Xerath player. Because like, you naturally have like the counter deluxe, just a little bit more range there, and then everyone else has to run at you or get into your range. Even Ezreal.
Yeah, they're gonna grab plate in the middle. Oh no, the hook actually.
Anti-synergy.
Yeah, just pulling him out of the final spark. Auto attacks coming forward. Matsuro really going for it, but he's going to pay as Defoe is now unstoppable. The flash forward from Stone Kit Kat trying to get a little extra action. Now Cheese is in trouble underneath the turret, and Gid follows him through on the flash. Has the infinite duress as well. Gonna force the flash out of Defoe. Maybe a little bit more. He gets underneath his tower. Stun gonna come through though. Stone Kit Kat shuts down Gid at the end of that one. And now here comes Myojin. Oh, that E just isn't quite enough damage from Poro Flambe. And he's gonna pay for that one again on the overextension. 9-6 now, and 6 of those kills on the Xerath.
Well, what is that? It's like, what, a 2? Yeah, it's a 2,000 gold lead in the mid lane, is basically. I do not agree with the Leandri's choice, but it's still a completed mythic item compared to a lost chapter. Like, that's still a pretty big power spike.
Yeah, kind of unfortunate for To The Moon that the big shutdown on Gid went to Braum, but other than that, they're feeling pretty comfortable scaling up. Do you favor one of the team comps over the other as we get a little further into the game?
I mean, I would treat it like To The Moon's team comp just outscales. Tristana's, got her weird power spike where she's nuts and then she falls off, but she comes online again, and Xerath's gonna outscale Lux. Trundle is just kind of anti-tank, and Set top lane doesn't matter, let's be real. Like, Set is fake damage and Volibear falls off the cliff of a mountain.
A little trade there in the mid lane from Poro Flambe as Papatito and Myojin renewing pleasantries. It's going pretty well for the bear, though, up in the top lane. He's got the ult for the extra damage, and it actually immunes the Set ult as he flies back through. Papatito maybe wanted to go with him as he can't quite track him down with the Rolling Thunder.
That was some interesting timing. It looked like the volley ult had already like completed, like it was Stormbringer, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like that had completed when.
Oh, the bait there from Poro Flambe is going to net him the shutdown in the mid lane. That was really cheeky. He went toward the bush to ward, which drew Defoe just a little bit too far forward, and he gets hit by the Warwick ult.
Yeah, that's also 900 gold in his pocket, so well worth briefly baiting.
Ooh, good dodge there by Jesus, but he's going to get feared and flayed and bound up.
Double
Do they
root
actually have the
kill.
damage to finish him off now? Arc Ryu over the wall is a lot of damage represented. He's going to take down Gid 1-for-1 thus far, but Poro Flambe will get that back in the advantage of ROTM as he does take down Stone Kit Kat and possibly open up the dragon. Oh, ready there, Kane over the top just to try to soften up everybody and the dragon a little bit. But with Papatito here, they should be able to secure it.
Good guy top laner, leaving his island.
Ooh, that's a good hook, but Defoe actually just has enough burn to take down Poro Flambe. It's a 1-for-1 trade, which doesn't really favor To The Moon in that particular situation. Dream Unforgiven now, 3-0-3 on the Ezreal. He's got 1,600 gold in his pocket, well on his way to his Divine Sunderer. How do you feel about the triple Sunderer team comp, though?
That item just got nerfed. Their team comp just got directly nerfed. Also, I think if I were Defoe, like I actually take that trade, like that 1-for-1 there. Like Portal was worth a shutdown, weirdly enough.
Oh, well,
Like,
I guess I missed that, but Myojin, not worth a shutdown, but will die at the end of this one. We'll see who picks it up. It's Kid with his 4th kill of the game on the Warwick.
we're averaging just under a kill per minute, or 2 kills per minute.
You know,
Can't
just
Just-
a typical pace for a League of Legends game. What you would normally
Yeah.
expect.
Yeah, I just had a solo queue game where it was like over 3 kills per minute. It was kind of wild. I'm not gonna lie. But route him out to like a 1.5k gold lead here. Definitely no like immediate soul coming through. What, I didn't even see what soul is this. Is this mountain? It's mountain.
No, yeah. Yeah, we do have the annoying pillars. I haven't zoomed out this game. Let me get the cinema going. All right. So, Herald picked up for Gid, and unfortunately, there go the turret plates. Well, 2 seconds. One, and there they go. So not going to be able to pick up a bunch of extra gold with that, but, you know, still getting the objectives. Hopefully can turn him into a tower here before too long, and we're kind of settled in now. It's a 1,000 gold lead. Myojin keeps walking up to this wave, but he's not allowed to be there. And I don't know that he knows that he's not allowed to be there, but this is bear territory. And
Right, like there's 2 levels in between them and a completed Divine Sunder. Like you just kind of gracefully accept whatever farm you can under tower. Like I don't think farming a set's difficult under tower either.
Yeah.
I kind of hope to see RotM take this, or like honestly sit on this Herald and just use it for next dragon.
yeah, I think that this is maybe a little bit of a rough point because Dream is pretty big right now as Ezreal, and he's sitting in the side lane. Metsuro's been roaming around, hasn't been able to get too much done other than grab some vision control around the river area, but it's meant that Arc Ryu and Stone Kit Kat can be more aggressive, at least more aggressive on the wave, and they can keep last hitting it. And as a result, they're very much in it, despite, if you look at the items right now, you would expect that Dream and Metsuro should be pretty strong.
More top lane pleasantries. Although I think Tito likes those.
Yeah, this is going his way, just a bit. Do you think he should freeze in this situation? I guess he's got teleport advantage with the dragon up here in a minute and a half. Dream may be in a little bit of trouble, although Matsuro is coming to gank his own lane along with Gid and the teleport coming in from Papatito. And that is a very dead Tristana at the end of this one. Oh no,
Oh,
the ignite
the
from Mat.
box.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, the box got the kill.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Well, Stone Kit Kat doesn't really have anywhere to go as he's going to run into Poro Flambe with the light binding. And the final spark not quite going to finish him off, but Dream does pick up that kill at the end. Defoe and Cheeses just looking at their midwave right now. Shock Orb going to land. They get the separation, but the flash forward from Matsuro. They turn off the tower. They're looking for the dive. Already taking down the Xerath, and they force the flash out of Cheeses. Myojin's hitting a tower up in the top lane, but in comes the Rift Herald, and down goes the mid lane turret. Unfortunately, not the first one of the game, because Myojin was able to get the top one.
Kind of awkward timing on this play to happen though. Like you got 30 seconds for Dragon, so RotM's not gonna have enough time to like reset and get back out. So I guess just 2 towers into Dragon.
Two
Kind of
towers.
greedy,
Ooh,
but
do they get the third charge even? No.
nope,
Okay,
smited.
that's a good smite. Well, maybe they get the dragon anyway here. 12 seconds. They have a pretty decent lead right now, 2,500 gold. But like you mentioned, haven't gotten to back, haven't gotten to spend any of that gold. But Arc Ryu and Stone Kit Kat not the healthiest currently. We'll see if they are able to get some more light binding in a land. That's a big burst onto cheeses.
Right, and that's what RotM needs to do with this team comp. Like every neutral objective, like get to the just little chunks. But RotM needs to just like get priority.
Oh,
in
Arc
whatever-
Ryu's
oh,
going
wow.
in. He wants it into the hook, though, from Matsuro. And the Dragon Steal from Defoe. Meanwhile, 1-for-1, but the set in the pit is not going to last. ROTM will get the fight win at the back of it. Can they track down any more? Good pillar going to slow up the pursuit. Gid pretty low there. Has to be careful. Oh, the light binding. That was a cheeky little one there from Poro Flambe, but not going to result in anything. 2-for-1 for ROTM, but they lose the Dragon to the right of the Arcane from Defoe.
It's a little unfortunate there, but I was about to be like, when that Triss jumped in, my first thought is, Boar, is that you?
He did be
But,
melee Tristana, so... Oh no,
Oh, on a
Poro,
ward.
that's not the best place to back.
Yeah, even if the ward wasn't there, that's still greedy territory to back in. Like that's still their jungle. But for future objectives, really want to see RotM like get in there first, have a vision line in the enemy jungle, because they've got a kind of a scary pick opportunity between like the Lux binding as well as like Matsuro's Thresh.
I think we're allowed to flame Boar out of love. We've played with him long enough, right?
Yeah, we've played with Boar long enough. We could flame him all we want, and he knows it's from a special place where we love him. And like in his defense, he has gotten a lot better about it. He's got a little bit more control than what he used to.
They don't need Boar Rider, man.
That was such a great call from Alex.
All right, well, now that we're done reminiscing with things that happened 3 years ago, the boys, they're up 2,500 gold right now, 3 kills, down a dragon, and they're getting ganked in the bottom lane. Stone Kit Kat looking for the Glacial Fissure, and, well, he hits the ground. He's actually going to separate Dream. He's got to grab the lantern. Oh, no, it timed out. Oh, no. It's a shutdown for Arc Ryu, the teleport coming in from Poro Flambe, trying to equalize, but just going to get a little bit of damage onto Stone Kit Kat and maybe try to defend this this bottom wave. Unfortunately, Myojin pushing in mid at the same time, and To the Moon finds a pick. They find a way to strike back.
I'm not even sure like what made that lantern like so difficult. Like obviously like he eventually got stunned up there.
So
Just
initially he walked in just to try to trade a little bit of damage, I think, and
Mhm.
allow Matsuro to get a little bit more distance. And then he got stunned by Braum, the Braum passive, and then exhausted. So he was too slow to actually walk the like 2 steps to the lantern. And
Yeah,
then he died.
I had like realistically I thought the only way he could have possibly died there was if the Tristana waited until he took lantern and then used her Buster Shot to knock him off of it. But I don't think that would happen.
No, it just looked like Dream was being a little bit greedy, and then the exhaust caused him to be so like a little bit too slow to the lantern, and then Matsuro hit the tether range, and it dissipated.
Got it. Oh, 800 gold interest on his pocket from that play.
I'll call up my my boy with the replay, and by boy I mean it would be me if we had replays, and we don't. There's no production value here. I mean, look, I've got boxes for Dragon Timers, and the Dragon Timers are not there. You know, just the best stream. I just hope my game doesn't break. I edited the config file and it didn't work. That's all you can hope for, right?
Right. Yo, Xerath's going for a really greedy build. I don't know if I like that. typically as like a Xerath player, like your choice is Horizon Focus or Seraphs. This man's like, why not both?
Yeah, so what's the trade-off then? Right, you're getting
Uh,
more, you're doing a lot more damage, obviously, if you finish both
r-
of them. But what's
right.
the, yeah,
So basically, like at your 3 item spike is like Xerath. That's either when you need to be look if you didn't do it as a second item, you need to be like looking to avoid staff because like everyone's MR, even the AD carry and like mid laners MR is at a point where like void staff is really valuable. Or if you're fed out of your mind, then you go death cap and just like murder stuff even better.
yeah. So
So
Scuttle gonna be picked up here in the bottom river by Gid in exchange for some vision in the Dragon Pit. This is a really awkward situation. I don't they know that Jesus is there, but they're not really willing to risk a fight right now with Myojin off the map. He teleports in a little bit deep. Gid gets caught, gets chunked a little bit. Oh, that pillar
nice
was
pillar.
almost really nasty, but just not quite the right timing there from Jesus. They're going in a big set ult onto Papatito, but not able to really find anything. Poor Flambe and Dream Unforgiven, both pretty untouched at the back of the fight. A big hook onto Myojin, finds the first kill. Gid over the wall, hits onto Defoe, but they can't quite track down the Xerath. Both of our artillery mages still alive, but the right of the Arcane gonna find one, gonna find not quite two as Matsuro able to live. Arc Ryu goes into melee range of the volley bear again. The buster shot back away. Dream trying to do what DPS he can. Poro Flambe finishes off Defoe at the back of the fight, but Arc Ryu is on a killing spree now. The light binding gonna land onto Stone Kit Kat, but it's just not quite enough. Poro flashes back away, has the shields on Matsuro trying to keep him alive. Arc Ryu's so low, he gets hooked in. Does Poro have anything? It's an auto attack for the passive proc, and that's enough for the shutdown for Poro. And he picks up two. That was a very even fight.
That Dark Harvest actually coming in clutch there with the Lux passive for kind of a big bop. I almost wondered, does Poro take advantage of it and go like a Lich Bait or something for the big bops?
Yeah, Tito teleports back to the mid wave. They're looking to reset for Dragon Fight number 2, Electric Boogaloo, as they head in. Myojin spots out Matsuro with the scrying orb, and he's gonna cede control. Doesn't like that bear. He's been having trouble all game with that. Doesn't want any more. Defoe gonna teleport to the bottom lane tower. Unfortunately, Dream is the one who isn't going to quite be here on time. The set ult to re-engage the fight as Myojin goes in. Gid looking for the backline, but unfortunately only hitting Stone Kit Kat. The Braum just doing a great job of keeping everybody behind him. The 2,000 health left on the Dragon. It's going to be secured by To The Moon. They get the knock up onto Dream as well. Can't quite get back to the Lantern, and the carry's now separated. Going to eat a lot of damage from this right of the Arcane. 2, 3, 4 shots from Defoe. Find one kill, and Poro, Matsuro, and Papatito forced away.
That was a weird dragon from Pain and Panic there. Like I don't know if miscommunication or what there, but like Gid kind of going for the 1v4 while the rest of his team does dragon. Like I don't. It was interesting anyway.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue was just because of the way the recalls and deaths worked. Myojin and Defoe both had teleport. They were going to be the last two to the fight. Or Defoe was going to be the last one to the fight for To The Moon had he not had teleport. But Dream was going to be the last one to the fight for Pain and Panic. But he doesn't have teleport because he's playing
Right.
Heal Ezreal. So it's a 4v5, like a pure 4v5 that Gid turned into a 1v4 and like a 3v1, and Dream still walking in. Anyway, now Matsuro looking for a pick on the other side of the map. They find Stone Kit Kat. Do they actually have the damage to get through this
Yes.
Braum shield? They eventually do as they pull in Papatito. Oh, they take the blast cone. They'll eventually chomp him down. And that ward was way more important to watch than whatever's going on over here. Matsuro being a little bit greedy, though, still sweeping back through. Gets the deep ward, gets separated by the pillar. Does he have flash? Oh, he's got the hook to the Baron. That's a nice little use of it, and he's out of there.
I feel like another interesting build here. The Tristana going Stormrazor second. I feel like only Caitlyn was building that item, and even she's not building that item anymore with like the new lethality build that's popped up here recently. Huh.
Yeah,
It's a decision. Like just like nowadays, like either Lord Doms or Phantom Dancer are both just I feel like better items like at the 2 slot.
I won't pretend to be knowledgeable about AD builds currently, so I'll default to whatever you say and say yes, sir. You got that.
I mean, maybe there's some relays that'll tell me that, but like, oh, because when I play AD carry in like the other league, like I'm a mage player down there. We put our mid laner on all the physical damage stuff.
I've seen your Caitlyn. You're smurfing down
I haven't played much AD carry in a while.
there.
Outside of Phileas, but like his build's he's a little bit different.
Yeah.
That tower's going down.
That tower is very dead as Pain and Panic just going to walk in, trying to take down Myojin, excuse me. I don't know why I called him Ryojin. He's going to die at the back of the fight, though. And in goes Papatito as well. They'll find 2 kills. Can they find any more? But Pain and Panic, you know, given as good as they're getting right now, now Papatito gets snared up, getting ticked down a little bit by the subjugate from Jesus. The damage, though, is in the wings still. Defoe looking for anything he can. The flash forward from Matsuro. He's going to hook in Stone Kit Kat, who still does have his dash back away. Jesus is looking for the engage. Gid just takes the blast cone back toward Defoe. They'll get the fear underneath the tower, but I don't think they can really find anything. Matsuro very low, has the shield, dodges out, but he'll eventually burn down to the Leandries. Now Jesus and Gid just going to 1v1, an honorable jungle 1v1 as it would happen. Oh, poor Flambe gets shot. Oh my gosh. That's blind over the wall from Defoe. There's no way that he was able to see him. And the teleport coming back in from Myojin. He doesn't have his ult, but he's able to get the Facebreaker onto 2. They'll get the Haymaker as well. And everything falling a little bit apart for Pain and Panic right now. Gid flashes back to the bush, but unfortunately that's going to be Warden, and Arc Ryu takes him down. And now they'll set them up perfectly for the Baron. Papatito, the only one alive for Pain and Panic.
This gives like complete control for like To the Moon. Like not only are they getting Baron here, but this is like the sole point. Like they're coming up in 40 seconds. Not the time to get caught out in the jungle, that's for sure.
Yeah, when the initial dive didn't pan out, I think that's when they had to call it and just kind of accept that they didn't have the cooldowns and maybe try to fight for Baron afterwards. But sticking around a little bit too long, and unfortunately now that evens up the kill count. Gold count goes, you know, it stonks for To the Moon. I don't know how many more. I need a Diamond Hands joke at some point.
Yeah. I mean, you got Set in here. Like, I mean, he's not been Diamond Hands this game, but
I mean, maybe you hold your stock long enough on that set.
Wait, Dream? Why are you farming? There's a sole point, bro.
Yeah, Dream a little bit. Dream a little bit separated from the team. All 5 starting to wail away on the dragon for To the Moon. Can our team even get in the pit? Gid is behind. They're looking for the fight. They don't care about the soul point right now, but To the Moon backs back off. They get 2 kills immediately on the front line. Dream is in. Oh, he almost stole that with the Q, but it's not to be as Arc Ryu takes him down, and it's all gone wrong for Pain and Panic in about the last minute and a half.
Yeah, this is a big Xerath, and I know I was questioning the double like second item choice build, and he just never has done anything else with the tier outside of Set on the tier. Huh. Oh, Needless coming in. Okay, now he's either doing Death Cap or Seraphs. But a lot of standing money about to be collected here by To the Moon.
Yeah, this has just burst the game wide open for To the Moon. 5,000 gold lead now for them. Matsuro trying to solo defend the mid lane turret against Jesus, but losing the bottom lane inhibitor during that time. And, you know, they can continue to collect this gold. They still have Baron for a decent amount of time. They have the Mountain Soul. They're not even afraid. Look at that greedy path that they're taking through the jungle. No fear right now of an engage, of reprisal, as they roll through here for game number 1. Papatito looking for the engage. This might be the final stand for Pain and Panic. They lose the tower, and Gid, that's a beautiful pillar from Jesus. He had nowhere that he could go. Dream in the middle of these Xerath ults, can't get anything done. A double kill for Defoe. Jesus just on looking for poor Flambe. He's separated. He's running the wrong way, and the minions being herded into the base now by To the Moon. It's 5v3 on the map. I don't really see a world where our team can win from this situation, but we'll see if Matsuro and Papatito want to give it a go. They're looking for Jesus. He's going to get pulled back in by the set, but Papatito is not long for this world. He gets taken down. Poor Flambe gets engaged on as well. The stun is the next auto attack. Zanya's is for a little bit, but he'll fall, as does the Nexus for game number 1. And To the Moon off the back of, I guess, like a pick on an overextension, kind of, we're able to snowball that into the Mountain Soul and the Baron and all of the good things that came with it for them.
Yeah, that was just really unfortunate timing for like when that play happened, because it was just that was it. One mistake turned into 3 or 4. It was like it's like watching our spring team from that I was on, whatever, last year. Shots at myself.
Yeah, that's a Wing Nation suicide. So,
Suicide by words.
we're going to take a short break. We'll be back with game number 2. We'll see if Pain and Panic can turn it around or if To the Moon will uh, close out the set. I didn't mean to make a set pun, but I realized that I did just now.
Yeah, but you still didn't get the diamond hands in.
There's 2 more games. You can't rush perfection, you know? You gotta wait for the right time.
Spoilers?
There's 1 or 2 more games. I clearly haven't posted the results of this in the scheduling and results
True.
chat.
True.
The next one's 884, by the way.
Okay, I was about to ask.
I'm gonna go pee real quick. I'll be good. Alright, I am back and or good.
Same.
Oh, so,
Never went anywhere.
Alright, you wanna look at game 2 then?
Yep, got her up, got her ready. Zeros.
Oh, I didn't change the scoreboard. This is the only bit of production I do. I can't handle it. Alright, there we go. Alright, I need chat and then I'm good. Alright. If you're ready, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. Welcome back. Game number 2 between Return of the Middle Six and To the Moon. Game number 1 was a close one. RTM in control. I guess not really control, in the lead at least, for most of the game. And then a couple of just a bad sequence basically led to a game 1 victory for To the Moon. But let's see how game number 2 goes. I guess I'll do blue side. On the blue side of the rift, wearing the blue health bars for game number 2, trying to prevent going down 0-1 in their first week of games. Our team Pain and Panic, Papatito in the top lane, reprising his role on Volibear, Gid Shadeslayer in mid on Vi, Poro Flambe in mid lane on Orianna, and Dream Unforgiven and Matsuro 7-2 on the MF and Trundle combo.
And on the red side, once again, we've got To the Moon. It's weird saying them with blue text. We got Myojin on Gragas top this time. You got Jesus on the Jarvan in the jungle. Conquer. You got Defoe on the Ari, and you've got, is it Arc Ryu or
I went Arc Ryu. That's what I went
Yeah,
with.
yeah. Okay. Arc Ryu and Stone Kit Kat on the Jinx Braum lane.
I don't know what else it would be other than Arc Ryu.
That's fair.
Like that's a lot of consonants right in a row, right?
Yeah, yeah.
RKRY. All right. Well, no shenanigans at level 1 this time. Both junglers going to start their red buff, which means that we're going to have opposite pathing. All right. That's a really intelligent ping. I don't know who did that. Probably Papa Tito because he didn't have a lane opponent and they did in bottom lane. But RTM knows that Jesus was on the top side, but potentially TTM doesn't know where Gid is, so we could see some shenanigans. And Papa Tito, level 1, gonna walk into the Gragas and leave him. Leave him, force him off the wave. I'm really tired. It's been a long week. I'm sorry if I say stupid things every once in a while. Although I think people are counting on that at this point.
Right. I think that's just part of the charm.
Well,
No
regardless,
RE reference intended.
regardless, it's a more correct rune setup. It looks like across the board. You thought the Conqueror was interesting? I don't even think that's the most interesting rune on the onto the moon, but
What do you think's more interesting?
the phase rush on Gragas. Like,
No, that's like the thing on Gragas Stop.
yeah,
Like,
I know.
you hit your combo, run away. Whee!
Yeah, you can hit your combo, run away, but you can get tankier with Aftershock, or you can do more damage with like Comet or Dark Harvest. But yeah.
Now Halo Blade Trundle, is that the sauce?
So I don't know if it's the sauce, but I do know that Matsuro has a 100% win rate on it. So, um, it might as well be the sauce, even if it isn't the sauce, you know. Plus, it's a
Right.
takeaway from Jesus. He had some pretty nasty pillars toward the end of that game, but he's looking for the level 3 gank, and mid gonna get the slow down, and it's first blood, just the little bit of damage from the Orb of Deception. Finishes him off, and Defoe picks up where he left off from last game, really.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone had the actual vision of Jarvan here recently, but whenever you're playing against him, always try to like look for those early ganks. Like that's what he does, especially as a mid laner. Like when I see Jarvan, like you gotta pucker up just a little bit. Wait, did Tito miss a minion?
He must have at some point because he's a little bit behind in XP. Slow gonna land from the zap. That's a intelligent flash there by Dream, actually. Reason being, you could have seen the like flag drag knock-up nonsense from Jesus had he wanted to, and then you're in trouble anyway. Like, it was a good flash. Anyway.
Those like it's been a while since it happened, but
Oh, the dive in
here?
top lane? Oh, he flashed directly into the Vault Breaker, and Myojin's gonna fall. That's not ideal on your first flash of the game. That
I was
sorry, I was gonna say just the relative health from getting Papatito. Oh, we didn't see this. Okay, so Diamond Masters Grandmasters game, you just redive his ass right now. Jesus is on his way up, but you can kill him before there's any response. But Jesus is going to get there, it looks like, in time before anything can really happen, and maybe the jungler's even going to run into each other in the... I don't know what's happening up there. We're not looking at it, but Matsuro and Dream Unforgiven getting a little bit of damage. That's not even very much damage. Why are we watching this? There's way more drama in the top lane. Come on, Directed Kick. There's a teleport up there from Defoe. Dream is getting exhausted, though. Stone Kit Kat is low. He's burning down to the Ignite. The damage from Dream just isn't quite there. Arc Ryu is low. He gets chomped. He flashes away, and I don't know what happened in top lane, but everybody's alive, I guess.
Everybody lives everywhere. Looks like there's no flashes blown top at all. Yeah, so we just a teleport burn top, and everyone lives and is happy.
Yeah. Tito gonna use his teleport to come back to the wave, so those are offset just a little bit, which always makes for some more drama, right? Myojin and Defoe both use their teleport on the same timer, which is gonna sync them up. It allows them to make plays on the same time, but now Poro Flambe is pretty early, Papatitos is a little bit later. It means that there's opportunities, I guess, for like 2 separate plays, I guess, potentially, but might make it a little bit more difficult to line up something with a full 5-man squad.
Right, or just gives to the moon the opportunity to counter plus have one extra.
Yeah, they can
And
guarantee basically that they get the +1 at whatever fight they want to. But back, did they spot this? Dream and Metsuru are going to back right now as Jesus walks toward this Scuttle Crab, and that's going to open up this dragon basically for free for To the Moon. Yeah, it's even gets hit by the Braum passive so that they'll get the little bit of bonus damage onto it. And this is super free for TTM. Look, there's nobody on the map right now for Pain and Panic.
it's like there weren't even really pings outside of like a single vision ping, I think.
That's such
Phase
a late
rush.
phase. That's such a late phase rush proc though, and the barrel really didn't help him out. Tito trying to track him down. He's got his E coming up in a second, but not going to be able to finish off Myojin. Does force the. I guess he doesn't really force anything. It's just an old trade.
I think Gid hit 6 here, yeah? Oh no, he needs another camp.
He might need 2 more. He's
Nah, it's just the Krugs.
okay.
But like, really unfun mid combo that Pain and Panic have here to play against, like, just Violent into the guaranteed Shockwave. Like, it is Ari, so she's a bit slippery, but it's still, even for her, like, point and click.
Oh, pillar behind. Neither one taking tower just yet, so they could still potentially look for the dive, but now that Stone Kit Kat's headed back, not gonna fancy their chances on that one. As Gid finally finishes up his Krugs heal back, he's headed toward his. My God, my brain fired.
Frog, the big frog, aka Grump.
Yeah, no, the item was what I was going for.
Oh.
But yeah.
Oh, Divine
Sunder,
Sunder, or
Sunder.
Triforce.
Yeah. Speaking of unfun mid jungle combos, here comes Jarvan Ari toward Poro Flambe. It forces the flash for flash on the jungler for the mid lane. It's pretty good, but they're still going for it. Charm going to land on the Gid, knocks him out of the Vault Breaker. They're going to go for the ult combo onto Defoe. He flashes away, but the Vault Breaker to follow for Gid finds the kill as Jesus is forced to evacuate, and it's 2-1 now. In comes the Jinx Rocket, but gets. I don't know if that was intentionally blocked by Metsuru, but he gets in the way of it regardless.
Yeah, obviously, like, one back, and kills onto Vi, which I think out of, like, your choice of mid lane or jungle, and, like, with that duo to have, I think that's the one you wanted on. It's like, Ori's gonna take a little bit of time to come online anyway.
Yeah. Top lane goes as it has gone. Papatito doesn't have Stormbringer back up. Otherwise, that's a dive and a kill onto Myojin. He's got nowhere he can go. And their flashes are on the same cooldown, which they should know because they traded them for each other. I just realized, like, Trundle Pillar into bullet time is kind of nasty.
I was thinking about other combinations. The probably strong, besides like the classic like MF Leona combo. The thought would be like MF plus a Mumu right now would sound hilarious. At least if you're the MF and the Mumu.
I still like MF Seraphine. That one's.
Yeah, that one's that's gross. But then you're playing Seraphine.
That's.
Are you really playing League?
All right. So. Shout out to Alvander, who's probably in the chat. But MF Yumi is also pretty good.
But like MF and Mumu is where it at. You can just yell out Water Malone every time you play a Mumu.
Yeah, but then you get flamed on the official Legends cast, so.
You get flamed by a gold 1 player, great.
Yeah, imagine being gold 1 in League of Legends. I'm saying that very ironically. I'm bronze 1 currently.
Right, no,
I
honestly...
2 rank games.
There's a dive top lane that
Yeah,
Gragas
Myojin is
oh, never mind.
really dead.
Never mind.
Oh, but so's Poro Flambe.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Honestly, my first thought was you're going to take shots at Vid, but you just kind of said it sarcastically instead.
Oh, yeah. No,
Too low hanging of the fruit.
There's a short joke about Vid. I don't know what audience we have at this point, like how many people are still involved or remember Get Wrecked or
It's the fun nostalgia. It's the throwback cast. We're covering
Yeah,
for the world's boy, so we can Smurf. Come on.
yeah, this is basically the old men yelling at clouds cast today. We'll get Aikido back next week once he's done with his world. Well, hopefully he's not done with his worlds actually.
True, true.
But realistically, probably done with his world stuff. So, um, by the way, X Aikido on Twitch tomorrow for the world's qualifier. I They haven't publicly posted the format, which is super weird. I think they've said like 64 double elim, but that bracket is just disgusting. Like, a 32 person losers bracket is going to take forever. Anyway, Dream flashes back to the safety of his support. They're going to get the teleport in. That's going to be Papatito. And the bullet time just going to tear through and at least force Arc Ryu and Stone Kit Kat to think about their lives for a little bit. But Defoe and Cheesus trying to track down Poro Flambe. Myojin teleports in as well. And we're going to have a good old-fashioned hootenanny over this dragon. Stone Kit Kat has to flash away, but the knockup from Cheesus is there. He's trying to run back away, but he's really separated from his team. He's going to get knocked down as Poro Flambe is isolated similarly on the other side as Defoe takes him down with the Orb of Deception. Myojin trying to forestall the engage, but it's just not there, and Dream takes another kill. It's advantage ROTM, and they'll take the dragon.
Yeah. What? Just a 2-for-1? Yeah. Just try to keep straight. I was like, what's happening here outside of like two separate, just kind of like individual. We'll hit this one guy while you hit our one guy. That's their problem, not ours.
Yeah, so extra kill, dragon going the way of ROTM, and I believe this will be a bigger lead than they had at all in game number one at about 2,500 gold.
It's pretty close to about where they peaked, I think, last game. We'll see whether they could get the opportunity to actually like grow this lead, or if it kind of stalls out again.
Yeah, double Sunderers finished up on the top side of the map. Bottom side of the map lagging a little bit behind in the Mythic department, but it happens. Meanwhile, Defoe the only one with the Mythic item on the enemy team, and Charm not quite going to be able to steal that Herald, and Papatito has it in his back pocket. He's got like 10 seconds he could drop it in if they really wanted turret plates and agreed for it, but he might just run it top lane and take that tower down.
For like the last 1,000 health of that tower or so, I don't. Oh, it's 230 health on that tower. No, don't herald that.
Okay, don't herald that officially.
Yes, please don't herald that. Just let Tito like just slap it.
Yeah,
Bear slap.
Tito does have a top lane kingdom this game. 40 CS lead, 2 kills advantage. Like, he had a little lead last game, but this one feels like a canyon rather than a gap.
I feel like you're trying a little too hard.
What? I would never.
What's going on here? Oh, like, are they fighting over crab?
Oh,
14.5
that pillar!
Nice pillar.
All right, well, Matsuro's just better, I guess.
Classic junglers and everyone fight for crab.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering what they were fighting over, but thank you for clarifying for me. I would have missed the crab. Arc Ryu in a little bit of trouble as our team just funnels into the jungle. They're looking for this choke point. Big ultimate from Braum is actually going to be there, but the shockwave from Poro Flambe into the bullet time takes down.
One,
I was going to say two. There's two. There's three. They're
three.
diving this tower right now, but Defoe is very healthy. It's a triple kill for Dream. They're looking for Defoe, but they can't finish him off. He gets 2 back on his own, and he'll zip his way out. He'll get 3. The triple kill for Defoe. He's still continuing to kite back away, but Matsuro and Poro Flambe not going to let him go easy. Does he have the pillar? No, he'll get out.
So with the shutdowns, like Ari now has like got the gold lead back to like 1,500. So yeah, honestly, like more favorable play there for To the Moon.
Yeah.
And once again, Defoe is like a 6-1 on the champion.
We'll see if he can have the same kind of carry performance that he did. He does have 100% of his team's kills currently. We were looking at like 50% last game, but just increasing his percentage by a little bit.
I mean, at the same time, like if you take out Defoe, that's like actually like a third of their team's wallet gone.
Yeah.
Like he's actually up over 2,000 on his team, like in their respective roles, and almost 2,000 over Poro Flambe.
Yep. Papa Tito heading back to top lane. They're looking for Arc Ryu as well. Exhaust coming down onto Gid, but Arc Ryu has nowhere to go. He'll be finished off by an auto from Dream. 5-1 now on the MF. The Shockwave going to pull back in. Jesus, it was a good flash by Stone Kit Kat. And it looks like the Braum is going to be able to protect his teammates. That is what that champion's designed to do, so that's kind of cool to see. I actually have really been impressed by Stone Kit Kat. He's made some really nice plays on the Braum.
Yeah, if anything, that's almost like, at least from watching that first game, I feel like that would have been a champion you would want to like maybe get rid of, just because of how much denial it is, and at least knowing the RotM players, or most of the RotM players, like a lot of them like to just pick stuff that goes in here. Like you've got the Vi, you've got a volley, or knowing Tito's other stuff like a Renekton, like they want to go in. Give me just a moment, I got a phone call I gotta take.
Yeah, so Tito and Myojin having the 1v1 in the top lane. It's going to be interrupted, unfortunately, by Jesus as he comes in. He throws down the jacuzzi, but Tito jumps right back out looking for Myojin. He's got the knockback. He's got a little bit of healing from that happy hour passive, but it's not enough. And Papa Tito continuing to go to work, looking for Jesus, gets the heal back in. But there's the flag and drag and enough damage to eventually finish him off. Unfortunately, for To The Moon, it's Jesus that actually takes the kill there. I'm also kind of interested he has Blue Smite on Jarvan, which is a decision. But it's going to sacrifice this dragon, and that'll be Infernal Dragon number 1 for ROTM and Dragon number 2 overall. So 10-7 for Pain and Panic. They have extended back out to about a 2,500 gold lead, and are looking to zip around the mid lane currently. Let's take an item check. Papa Tito headed for a Spirit Visage, it looks like, is his second item potentially, although he's got an armor. You know, you don't want to neglect those resistances. Just make sure you get a little bit for token's sake. I can't tell if I'm being serious or making a joke about that, by the way. I'll let... That's an exercise left to the audience. Gida has a pickaxe, so he's going to be mining up his jungle camps. He actually takes that blue buff, which, you know, it is his blue buff after all. He's the jungler, that's his commandment, and if you guys see Aikedo, you can tell him that I said that. But yeah, we're gonna farm it out for a little bit. It looks like there's no objectives really up on the map. We're gonna have the Infernal Soul Point in 3 minutes, but honestly, To The Moon could just give that one up if they wanted to continue scaling, and they probably do. They have Jinx. They have Jinx. I don't really know what Myojin's building. I'm assuming that's Everfrost, but I don't know that that's useful. I'm actually really concerned about where his build's going right now. I don't remember what Everfrost builds out of. I'm just an ARAM player at this point. I'm sorry. I've also played Kha'Zix in 2 ranked games recently. Did want to point that one out. You know, I'm 1/50th of the way toward hitting the 100 rank game requirement. That's pretty big for me. Jesus is looking for Poro Flambe, and with Defoe's help, should be able to track him down. He's got the flash back away, but he'll get thrown into the jacuzzi, and Defoe finishes him off. He's dominating, but that's going to open up the dive on the other side of the map. They've already taken down the Jinx, and they'll flash forward to look for Stone Kit Kat. Matsuro beats him with a club, as you tend to do occasionally, and they'll finish up the mid lane turret as well. And, you know, despite the pick in the top lane, it's going to be I was going to say a slightly positive trade for our team, but I don't know that that's really true. It is mostly even. Defoe really does need to get out of here, though. He's got Flash, but no ult right now, no Spirit Rush. He's got his TP. Oh, there's the pillar to interrupt from Matsuro, and they should eventually be able to track him down, now hurting him back into their own side as Dream picks up the shutdown. His 6 kills now on the Misfortune. He's got his Kraken Slayer. He'll be slaying them up. What is his next item? Why do I not know this? Oh god. I need wing. It's a Bloodthirster. It's a Bloodthirster. Okay. Yeah, Sterix is going to be finished up for Gid. Papatito can back and finish up his item as well. And like, look at the inventories of the top laners, especially right after he buys, because that's going to further my point. There it is. Okay, he's 2 completed items compared to the garage sale build right now from Myojin. It's a huge gap in the top lane. There's a decent sized one in mid for To the Moon, but that's the only place that they really have to leverage is Ari's advantage over the Orianna. He's got the Cosmic Drive in his back pocket, but Ori's continuing to scale up, you know. Poro will be there, and that's what really matters. Stone Kit Kat might not be. Oh, he had the winner's bite check. Defoe gets pillared in, but he's got, 4 dashes that he can use, and he gets away from the shockwave as well. But Spirit Rush now on cooldown. He'll have his flash still up if he needs it. Oh, he needed it right then. That was very timely. Thank you, Gid, for demonstrating. Now he doesn't have his flash, so Defoe, nothing left in the tank. 7-2-1. He is the carry. That is who you need to lock down right now. Arc Ryu is, a minor secondary threat, basically, with just his Kraken Slayer. I don't know why I'm saying Kraken. I always have said Kraken before, but I went with Kraken today. I don't know that I like it. Yeah, Dragon gonna spawn here in 5 seconds. Shout out to the Seattle Kraken, by the way. Excited to watch them play this split. Apparently Copium is also a fan of the Seattle Kraken, and I think Garithar and Lane are both around there. That was a nicely timed Jinx ult, but not quite gonna be there. Welcome back, Winged. I've been monologuing now for a couple minutes.
Yeah, that was the phone call I really needed. So yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what else did I miss? Not another dragon on RotM. Oh wait, the 4K gold lead. I missed a fight or two.
They took mid tower, basically like it was 1-for-1 cross map, basically. So there really weren't too many kills. I guess it was 2-for-1. They killed Arc Ryu and Stone Kit Kat on a dive mid, but they lost Poro and top, so I don't know. It brought me back to the ROTM solo cast when I couldn't find any co-casters for a while.
That's true, hitting the most insane blind TP canceling pillar.
Oh yeah, he did do that. That was pretty good.
Nice. Hopefully you guys clipped it.
Um,
If not, clip it later. Wink, wink.
Yeah, we are.
Bloodthirster MF. Huh.
Yeah.
These are decisions in the game of League of Legends.
Yeah, Arc Ryu's going for Runean's Hurricane. Oh, he did go Everfrost. I accurately knew what those items built into. I was kind of curious what he was sitting on for so long. Do you like the Everfrost Gragas top?
Yeah, I mean that was what the build was. I thought was Everfrost.
Okay.
Like you could go like the Frostfire Gauntlet, but Everfrost just gives you so much like lockdown plus wave clear, and like you're still gonna get tanky as a champion. You just get like the Lost Chapter benefit, so you don't like yourself. I know after the mana nerfs to Gragas, when they were trying to like kind of push him out of top lane, like Huni was still like playing it and just taking like an early tier and never actually like building it into anything. He just sat on the tier for mana.
A lot of vision control for our team around this Baron. Papatito has teleport as he's split with Myojin on that bottom side. Actually, pretty much every summoner spell is available. Defoe's flash notwithstanding. I guess Papa's flash as well, but yeah, we're vibing right now around this mid lane.
Huh. I don't know why I'm not noticing this until now, but like already opting into Luden's instead of like the more classic Everfrost, or even Leandri's actually. I don't think Leandri's is, well, Trundle Volley is not horrible.
I'm assuming it's Matsuro that has the zombie ward, but there's like 4 zombie wards in the side bush in mid right now, which is pretty remarkable. They've started up Baron, but this is a risky proposition right now. We'll see how it goes. Poor Flambe gets chunked, though. Gets knocked up by Stone Kit Kat. They're going to have to call in Papatito on that teleport. Oh, he got interrupted by Myojin's ultimate.
The cast,
Git's still
yeah.
looking for it, but in comes the teleport from Myojin as he's looking to rejoin. But the Shockwave pulls back in Jesus, and it's just the 1-for-0. He tries to get the Jacuzzi down, but he's not able to. And the bullet time and the choke point just ripping through. They find one, but Ori falls in the background somehow. Defoe gets enough damage in, but in comes Papatito as he's eventually able to show up and finish off the fight. It's 4-for-1 for RTM.
Nice bullet time there. I mean, I can't get super hype at the moment. I don't like it just generally. I can't express myself. I'm tired from today. But that was a really nice bullet time that just kind of spread apart to the moon. Should be Baron only a possible cask that can steal like the barrel roll.
Yeah, gonna charge that one up, but shouldn't
It's
be
gonna
much
detonate.
of a threat.
Yeah.
There it is. They're detonated, and that should be the force down. Baron goes to Pain and Pain.
Ooh.
Oh,
Almost.
we saw Jesus in game number 1 go for some nasty pillars. Matsuro has the right idea with them as well. We're seeing some good Trundle play. It's not often that you recognize the Trundle play, but you know, you see it sometimes. You call it out. Man, we've recognized Braum, we've recognized Trundle. We're goated casters, right?
We love our supports. Infernal Soul possibly on the table here. Ooh.
A little damage onto Tito. Not very much though. Yeah, this is a weird situation. Oh, the charm gonna knock him out of the Vault Breaker. That's pretty key to slow up the engage, but Stone Kit Kat is caught on the wrong side of a pillar. Jesus is in the backline looking for nothing as he dies, actually. And Git is able to tank up for much longer than Jesus was. Bullet time, gonna force him back out. Gets a lot of members very low. Defoe over the wall, assassinates Oriana, but trading the rest of his team forward, essentially. And even falls in the process. We don't get to see that kill. And Matsuro looking for Myojin. Does he have the pillar? No, it's just going to be the Infernal Soul. I don't really blame him. Maybe he's still looking. No. All right.
Ooh, if he could've
Oh,
cut Braum-
the way it was looking at the Braum, I was wondering what was going to fly in there and kill him.
Right, I was wondering, is there somehow a flash I don't know about, and the flash procs Infernals, and like like the Infernal Dragon, and Metsuro gets like the coolest kill ever? But
Yeah,
no.
you got to get the pillar kill, really. I'm pretty sure pillar procs it. It might not. Anyway, Pain and Panic taking down multiple towers at the same time. No fear right now, although maybe they should have a little bit of fear, as they are forced to back out. In comes the Jinx rocket, but it apparently doesn't kill because we didn't zoom in on it.
There's
And,
a deep teleport coming in from Defoe.
yeah, he's really looking to cut off Gid and Matsuro in the bottom lane. They're trying to finish off these picks. In comes Defoe, but oh, the charm! That's so quick. He snap on that one. Gid is doing so much damage, though. Defoe can't finish him off, and actually everybody's going to evacuate safely. Well, maybe not. Myojin's here, going to knock Matsuro around a little bit. Oh, not quite able to hit the Everfrost, and yeah, everybody evacuates safely for Pain and Panic. Man, it's only been like 3 weeks, a month since I cast, and boy, is it hard for me right now. Fighting it a bit.
Right, we've had long days.
Yeah, I guess
I'll
I
be
did just
honest-
like wake up at
Yeah.
4 a.m. into a cast, so yeah.
Right. I'll be honest. My tempo's a little bit thrown off here after that phone call. I haven't like settled in. I'll probably just need like a new game to like really get me going again. I'm not Captain Flowers. I'm not a goated. I'm not a goated caster.
I
Or I
don't
guess you're Flower. You'd be Flowers. I'd be Azale.
Azale, his peak energy is just like, wow, that was great. So you know,
That's me.
I love Azale, but
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've stopped listening to the actual cast, but like, I did appreciate him and like when him and Flowers get joking around and Azale starts like being himself on stream, like not as professional. That's the fun part. That's the fun Azale.
did you see the picture he shared on Twitter where he basically
Oh,
just looks like
yes.
young Captain Flowers. It's so super creepy. Um, Matsuro is going to take a charm to the face, a little bit of damage, but RTM just continuing their vendetta against turrets as they're going to take down number 8 of the game here in the top lane. And yeah, Papatito is still separated from the team. He's pushing in. This is not Baron. This is just a minion wave that RTM are pushing with. They take half of that inhibitor turret, and Tito's going to go to work on the inhibitor down here in the bottom lane. Gets the chunk onto Myojin. I don't know that those two even kill him. I don't know that Braum is the second person that Tito
No.
needs to fear, but the third, maybe you start worrying about it. That's a really good. Oh my God, he's out of there. All right, what an insane player. Big T is in there.
There you go. There's the combo.
There the
There's the combo.
All right, Defoe is down, or not Defoe. Arc Ryu is down. Excuse me. Defoe is still here. Importantly, 80% of his team kills. He's doing his best. Tito just doesn't care right now.
Gragas is just so annoying. He's not doing anything. He's just being annoying.
Trying to threaten the engage. They take the inhibitor. They've got 2 down now, and
No, that's all 3.
oh, it's all 3. They got the top one. All right. Well, 3 inhibitors.
Baron in 40 seconds. Going for a safe play. Not trying to force anything here. I mean, I guess there's no waves really to follow up on, so.
Yeah, this is about as good as you can get for RTM. Now they'll get all the time in the world to set up for this Baron, make a pick if TTM get a little too antsy, and if not, you still got Elder Dragon in a minute and a half to fight for as well.
So yeah, I mean, basically at this point, you just have to block a Jinx ult, and then game should be yours.
Even if you don't, I think even if it gets stolen, like that doesn't.
Right, it definitely is
Do
not like, oh, the
anything,
game's
yeah.
losing. No, it just delays the game a little bit. But there's still, obviously, as you said yourself, the Elder threat coming up here in just another minute. But realistically, that shouldn't be needed to close out this game.
Yep, they can kind of lightly pressure with this. If they get turned away, they get to, not seeing that engagement right away. They can back out, go grab that Elder if they need to. But this should be the push to even up the series for ROTM. We'll see how it all unfolds, though. Pillar going to land onto Stone Kit Kat. He's still got his stand behind me to retreat just a little bit from.
Dream's about to tick onto 16 as well.
Yeah. Ooh, a lot of damage. That was just like 2 auto attacks from him. I guess it was 3 because he hit PTA, but Nexus Tower number 1's down. Dream has to flash away from a charm, though, from Defoe. The big threat is still that Ahri. That's a huge knock-up, though. They're looking for the MF on the back of this fight. He's in the jacuzzi. Defoe just doesn't quite have the damage, and they'll eventually just tear through. The wallet's successfully slapped onto TTM, and ROTM will slap down the Nexus. Did I say ROTM? My God. I was building up to a climactic call, and then it was just a train wreck. It's 1-1 now. I give up.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't have any follow. We're going on to game 3. I mean, I guess that was definitely a more lopsided game. First game was kind of a slippery slope. This one was just kind of a. I mean, it was a couple thousand gold lead for a while, and then, as you said, you kind of like a little wallet slap across the face.
Yeah. So we'll
Hey, we have money.
Yeah, we'll take just a short break. We'll be back with game number 3. We'll see who can take this week 1 matchup. Will it be Pain and Panic, or will it be To the Moon? I couldn't think of their name for a second. This is good casting.
772.
142 is what I wrote down.
You read.
772 was a game from a scrim, which is why I had to send you the third replay.
That explains.
Also, you guys are ridiculous with the subs today. I really appreciate it. Shoutouts. My God, how far did I go? Did I not go back? I said Matsuro, I think. Okay, cards. Thanks, cards. Thanks, X-Craze. X-Craze gifted a sub. That's pretty big pog. Matsuro has gifted 2 more subs because why not? And that's pretty insane. Thank you guys. All right. Let me know when you're ready.
We're good.
All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 3 between Pain and Panic and To the Moon. We'll see who can close it out and take victory here in week number 1. If you're ready, Mr. Nation, I'll go ahead and start us.
What do you?
3, 2, 1, go. That was a really awkward countdown. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I might be like half a second ahead of you, so off that countdown. Hey, Lord Wise, we got the gods together. Let's go.
All right. Which side do you want this game? We
I
flipped
mean,
now.
we'll go blue side. I'm hyped about the gods.
Okay.
On the blue side, on Pain and Panic squad. Blue side all 3 games. Looks like there might be an invade coming here, but Tito on the Orn. Gid on the Volibear this time. Tito passing over bear duties for the 3rd time. Poro Flambe on the Vigar. And you got Dream Unforgiven and Matsuro 24 minus 19 with the flash hook and getting out the Leona's flash.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So both support flashes traded. And on the opposite side for To the Moon wearing the red health bars are... Wow. Where is my head at? In the top lane is Myojin on Tom Thomas Kench. Jesus. Sus. In the jungle on Xin Zhao. I'm so sorry. That's like the lowest humor we could have gone for. Defoe in the mid lane on Ziggs, and Arc Ryu and Stone Kit Kat in the bottom lane playing Tristana and Leona. I say we could have gone for. It's just me. I don't need to blame that one on you.
Drag me down. I don't care. I'm in a good mood now.
At least it's not the. At least it's not the GIF, so I don't get blocked by Firelight. Um, yeah.
True.
It's game 3. Game number 1. RTM was kind of in control, and then, bad sequence of plays let TTM back into the game. Game number 2, much more of a stomp for ROTM. They had a lot of good plays around mid lane, around Defoe, but TTM weren't able to really find too much more than that in the game. And now we'll see what lies in store for game number 3. How do you feel about this mid lane matchup, since that seems to be where TTM have really put their focus?
I mean, Zig is good into Vigar because you can just stay out of baby cage range. Like, let's be real, Zig's just a really strong champion. Level 2 for the RotM bot lane.
Yeah,
Seen this
Flay
over
gonna
and
come in.
over.
He knows that there's no flash from Stone Kit Kat, so that hook is easy peasy, and Dream will finish him off for first blood. Really clinical there from Matsuro and Dream.
But yeah, I mean, this matchup is Zig's favored. It's not because Ziggs isn't just gonna like smash lane. He just never has to get into stacking range. They're both just gonna farm. I will say that I don't think I agree with either of the rune choices of the mid laners. Never mind.
Defoe gets stuck in the cage. He's got his satchel charge, but he doesn't want to take it. The auto attack isn't quite there. The flash follow from Gid is. And another kill for ROTM. Meanwhile, Ornn is beating up Tom Kench in top lane. Can you explain what's happening up there? And why that... that play almost was timed correctly there from Matsuro. It's going to force the ADs to trade flashes now, as Dream going to take a pretty big chunk on himself. He hasn't been back to base, importantly, so maybe trying to stack up toward... I don't. He's probably nowhere near a Noon Quiver. I don't know exactly what you get with 900 gold.
Okay, so I'm no top lane expert, but my official analysis on this is I think I was witnessing the impossible. no one beats Tom Kench. I mean, you can kind of like exist and be annoying, like pick like a Gnar like we did last night, but or I guess you can play Lilia, but you know, we were triple AP at that point if we did that, so we didn't.
Yeah, I think Darius, maybe.
No,
I
not even Darius.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, I guess you just play
He's a
ranged.
he's a monster.
He
Yeah,
he is a big bully.
Vayne top.
I don't even know that that works out very well because you're tanky enough that you don't care about Vayne at a certain point, especially with the shield. Like
True. I just was
speaking as
thinking of
someone
degen
who had to
stuff.
play Tom Kench into Vayne top not too long ago, it's not that bad. I hate Vayne top. If you play Vayne top, I don't have good words to say about you, and I'm gonna stop there because I don't know if anybody actually like plays Vayne top. I've seen Tendies play it. I like Tendies. I
Yeah, but like he'll play all the fun stuff. He'll play Lucian top. He'll play Callista top. Like it's not just Vayne top. If it's oppressive and gets lots of kills, he's gonna play it.
yeah.
Okay, but back to like that mid lane thing. I was trying to talk to before you know jungle diff happened.
Yeah.
Like I don't think either mid laner should take their respective runes. Like Vygar's Comet. Like if you proc it off your Q, it's not going to hit. Like most of the time. Your W you don't really care about early game, and like your ult, it's also not going to guarantee the Comet lands. Plus your ult's an execute. Like Vigors actually like take electrocute is like the thing. Like as Ziggs, especially into Vygar, like Vygar's not going to be aggressive on you, but you're also Ziggs. It's not like you're just going to go ham on him early. So like just take Comet, maybe get little chip shots because like you will land your Comets. Like I'm a big fan of Ult Hunter on Ziggs. I know Vaughn and I disagree there, but like Ult Hunter on Ziggs like lets you take so many ways from your AD carry. That's my reasoning, by the way.
That's the big reason? Okay.
Specifically to take ways from my AD carry, but no, just because if you're not as good at about like roaming or moving around the map like myself, it's kind of like my handicap that I can just like ults to counteract stuff more often.
Well, level 6 in the top lane hit for Papatito, and he's actually ahead of Myojin pretty significantly in XP.
Oh, I'm actually that's a lot of like CS like change like as I was looking like, and I know there was a wave stacked into Tito coming back, but it was like 15 to 35 or something at that point. So
Yeah.
that's
I don't
there's
understand how how that XP works out. Defoe is wandering through the jungle with Jesus. They found Gid. They're going to be able to take him eventually down. It was the last auto attack there, but now here comes the squad. Defoe in trouble. He gets hooked in. Matsuro just gonna ignite him and finish him off with the auto attack. Myojin has eaten Jesus to try to get him out to safety, but they're diving Dream in the bottom lane. Stone Kit Kat is low, trying to tank up that one extra tower shot, but it's not enough. Dream just standing his ground, and he gets 2 kills in the bottom lane. Veigar not quite able to execute Myojin, but the auto attack finishes him off, and ROTM wins cross map.
Archery just greeted for trying to get a kill back and trades his life for it. Like I'm pretty sure Tristana's rocket jump came back up. She got all 4 autos off on the explosive charge, and just chose to stay for like another auto trying to finish Dream Unforgiven. Anyway, cross map wins turns into like 1,500 for RotM, basically. Lazy math.
Yeah, kind of sucks for Dream. He did lose a decent sized wave as the result of that. So his CS number's not great, but you know, sometimes you go 2 for 1 and you lose a little CS, and you have to be okay with that, I guess.
Right. I will take missing a fat wave if that means I just picked up 2 kills while getting dove 1v2. I'm pretty okay with that typically.
Yeah, plus the demoralization, right? Like they went for the dive and it failed. Like, oh, that's the worst.
Right. Or if he did die, where did he die? Did he die after that dive to like minions or something?
No, they traded.
Oh, okay.
The Tristana traded the last
I
auto,
blinked.
basically.
I blinked. Yeah.
Matsuro really likes this Thresh skin, and I think it's like my least favorite one now. I mean, it is the oldest, so it's hard to judge.
Oh, there's so much BS you can do with that
I know
skin.
it does, because he's got the weird back animation. You can fake hook,
Ye-
and like,
yeah, it's so good.
he likes the ones that are bullshit, right? I don't want to psychoanalyze Matsuro, right? But he likes this one with the back animation that you can trade, and then he likes the Samsung one with the
Oh
fucking
no,
left-handed
Metro
hook.
didn't drop aggro.
Well, he's gonna die on this tower dive. I don't. I don't know how our team gets out of this. Dream is in a lot of trouble. He's gonna get shut down now by the Zinzao, and Gid has nowhere to run either. Defoe picks up another. I guess that's his first kill of the game. That was. Is Myojin just?
Healing a waste stupid amount? Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Despite not landing his tongue lash? Yes.
So anyway, he likes this skin with the fake hook animation, and then
Right?
he likes the Samsung one with the reverse hook.
Yeah,
I hate
yeah,
that.
because it's
I
on
hate
the other
that
hand.
skin so. Oh my god.
See, Matsuro and I are almost like the same person apparently. Like our thresh skins? Yes. And like I'll never play the Dark Star, even though I own it. I hate that skin. Like the skin itself looks nice, but the hook animation just feels so bad. Like I've never touched that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I have pretty much exclusively played Pulse Fire Prestige since I got it. So
I think that same animation, that hook animation, I think they use that in Spirit Blossom as well, maybe. And I'm like, I'll use it every once in a while just because like it's like a recent skin, but it's definitely not my favorite.
Cloud Dragon is up now. RTM kind of circling around it. Poor Flambe. Looking for a pick right before it. He's gonna find the jungler.
Ooh,
That's
you're not online yet, there, buddy.
Yeah, it's a decent
It's a
chunk
good
at
chunk,
least.
but
Yeah. And they're gonna find Stone Kit Kat on the other side though, who's trying to check in. He's gonna get some stuns down, but really nothing for him to do. Unfortunately, Matsuro takes that kill, so he's 2-1 on the Thresh. But you know,
right.
dead support's a dead support. That should open up the dragon for RTM, unless they're gonna get a little greedy and go over for a dive.
Right, and like that you can't flame him for that kill either. Like that was like either his box or ignite damage.
Yeah.
Like it was both timed to the same. Like that's out of his control.
No, not flaming, just unfortunate. Right?
No. I just
Yeah.
yeah, no, just seeing him earlier. Like I don't want to get flamed like about the kill that got away. He's like, bruh, take the kill.
No, I think it's really entertaining. So there was. This is a tangent. My God. There was an LCK game I was watching like a year or two ago with Papa Smithy casting it. So it must have been 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But there's a Rakan in the game who was 4-1. That's a nice hook though on the Stone Kit Kat, and they might. Oh, let's get the flash. All right. There was a Rakan in the game who got 4 kills early. He was like 4-0. It was kind of all right. No one's gonna give me time to go through this story. Can we calm down?
I'll give you the time of day.
All right. And Papa Smithy was talking a lot about how that warps the game anyway, because who's used to playing like I don't remember what item it was at the time that Rakan was building. I think it was like a Zeke's or something first. It was like you're not used to playing against a Zeke's that early on the Rakan, so that power spike is actually still nonsense, despite it being kind of not ideal.
Right. Or like that would have been like one of the times like he could have pulled out like the Zhonya's on him and not felt bad about it, about spending like 20, well, whatever it used to cost.
Yeah, ultimate down for Papatito. They're going to try to find Myojin. They're even going to use the teleport in from Poro Flambe as he comes in with the Primordial Burst, and the auto attacks will finish him off. So 2-0-1 now for the Mushroom Lad. Is that fair to call him?
Yeah, I mean that's a yeah. That's a good Vigar skin. I don't have it, but I don't play him enough to justify spending money on him. Plus now he's got like the astronaut Vigar, and like I still have a Mega Squad, which is just like I watch a lot of Quantum, so like that skin's just kind of like revered by Quantum. The button.
See, I still like. I'm apparently in the very minority, but his Fury Horn cosplay one.
Oh yeah, no,
super fucking cute. I love that skin.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, Jesus is just gonna fight Papatito, and I don't think he wins. And he's now realized that he doesn't win, and Papatito is going to teach him. He's going to learn him today. But in comes Matsuro.
Oh,
Oh,
yes!
the auto, yes! Matsuro.
But now he should walk away and like not take money from his teammates. But he's taking money from his teammates, so I will say give that to the two boys that need the money. Support life don't matter here, unless it's for an item. Unless it's for an item, if that's the difference that you need.
Imagine giving Matsuro Thresh 2 games in a best of 3 series. Anyway, 9 to 5. RTM up 3,000 gold, 2 dragons. They're feeling pretty comfortable. They scale pretty well with the Veigar and Xayah combo. Probably not quite as well as... Oh my god, he's got him. Defoe got outplayed. Astronomically outplayed.
The cage, the door. Honestly, this is a bad game to play Ziggs. Like, I don't want to say it's a bad game to play Ziggs. This is just a game I would hate to be playing Ziggs in, because like you have to go Leandries, and I just don't like Leandries. Like I used to swear up and down even before like Church of LS was a thing, like on the Leandries, like before the rework, and then oh, what a waste of it. Okay.
Yeah, that TP is in the honor of Kobe. That TP sucked. But Dream is going to die. Arc Ryu finishes him off, and now the reset coming through. They're going to look for Matsuro as well. Maybe stuck around a little bit too long, but, sometimes you got to make the point. I like Leandries as an ARAM player because I build it and then I top the damage chart and I feel good about myself briefly.
See, the thing about like Leandries is like it's a lot of fake damage. Like it can easily be shielded or healed, and like yeah, you might get another ability up or two every once in a while, but like
it make
like
number
this
big. It make number big.
This is a game where I feel like it's okay, just because you have to chew through a volley, Thresh, and Ornn. But like, there's also the counterplay of what if I just go Loons, get the magic pen, and just like casually tap the two people that matter.
Wait.
Where'd that cage go?
Yeah, what happened to the cage? Did Leona just immune it somehow by walking? Hello? Alright, well. Hopefully that cage doesn't, like, reappear during a team fight. That'd be kind of
Maybe just like one of the... Have you ever seen those like, visual bugs with the cage where like it's kind of in a bush but you don't actually see it like at all? You just like randomly get stunned in the middle of like a walkway. Wait, Veigar, don't go melee range. Don't go melee range. Now you're gonna get...
Ooh, the Tom not quite able to find him. The Lantern is there to get him out to safety, and now they'll look for the re-engage. They have lost Papatito at the front of it, but the battle line's now set up. A lot of damage eventually coming through from Dream, not able to be shielded away by that Crescent Guard. Gid is loose. He's tearing through, trying to chase down Defoe and Stone Kit Kat, the last two left alive. He'll turn back and trade his life for Poro Flambe, but it just doesn't matter in the end. RTM coming up with a big fight. Now they'll take the dragon.
And like, I almost kind of respect what Defoe was thinking there, but that's where you want that Ludens. Like, Leandri's burn's not going to change whether you like one-shot 3 of them. That's where you want that magic pen and just go kapoof. But anyway, RotM clearly winning a fight, and they're on soul point here. Infernal Soul for Veigar, because he needs it.
Yeah.
That champion does no damage.
None. Absolutely none.
Also, like, Everfrost and Veigar, like, that's, like, the play. Especially when there's a Kench Leona shins out, like, jumping on your face. I'm sorry, I care about mid too much.
Yeah, I mean, the nuance of the mid builds might hopefully help out some people.
I'm trying to not go down the full level of, like, the cast from last night. Like, there's a little too much targeting at Alex last night, I think.
I think that that's a struggle for a lot of amateur casters. Is like you're objectively not casting the best games of League of Legends, right?
Right. Like, mistakes and decisions are a thing, especially like when you're at gold or platinum or yeah, you know, so even diamond even. You see some weird stuff.
But yeah, there's a fine line between like offering criticism and help and just straight flaming people, and it's a line that I hope I'm on the right side of. Uh, if I flame anybody and you didn't, I'll flame Winged because I know Winged
Yeah,
wants to be flamed, basically.
yes, yes. I apparently get off to that.
But yeah, let me know if my tone is ever bad on these casts for you guys. I know we got a little Fiesta E last last split on some of the gold casts, but I think that the team kind of appreciated that in a way. So Stone Kit Kat maybe gonna get caught here, and in fact is taking a lot of damage. That's a good Buster shot though from Mark Ryu. Well, this game is much slower than the last two games. I don't know how I feel necessarily about that. Well, never mind. Jesus looking for the engage. They're just going to jump onto Dream. There's really nothing that the Zaya could do in that situation, but they've traded 1-for-1 back. Matsuro trying to get back out, but he's separated just a little bit. The W going to land. Jesus is in, but he's going to fall to the primordial burst of Poro Flambe as he's finally able to join off of the TP. And it's a small man advantage for... that's like a Vigard joke. It's a man advantage for RTM.
What was that fight even like? What does the fight objectively gain for anyone? Like,
So
I mean,
I think...
I guess it did get a teleport out, but like that's not. I don't think that should have been the goal of that fight.
So I think that TTM saw that they had a man advantage briefly in that in the mid lane area, because Poro was in a side lane with his teleport, and they thought that they could. Well, they correctly thought that they could pick Dream, uh, but then I think they just need to accept that 1-for-1 and leave, right?
Right, and like I get. Was he even worth a shutdown? No. Like if it was a free kill, great, but like, what's the objective of the kill? Like,
Yeah,
you
but
get nothing of it.
80 carry. I understand what you're saying, but 80 carry dead, right? That's what everybody wants.
Right, right. I mean, that's what I saw. I saw my team took a fight before I got there last night, and I see a Syndra on her, like a Syndra bottom. I'm like, ooh, free kill. But like, that was also like a big shutdown.
Yeah. How do you feel about the Chovy's Chains Rush for Stone Kit Kat?
Who's he even chained? Is it the Zaya?
I would
Yes,
assume
it's
it's the
Zaya.
Zaya.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's the Zaya. I mean, Zaya's kind of like, I almost feel like a special case. Like I don't hate it. Like obviously, like Zaya's got her ult to go untargetable. So like when you have the option to lock her down, like you need to lock her down. It's like I don't hate it.
Yeah.
Disclaimer: not a support player. Haven't played any role that really cares about building Chovy's chains in like since before its existence. Like
I also
yeah,
don't know if anybody still calls it Chovy's Chains. That was the meme like
right,
when the item came out. So I might be behind my memes currently.
right,
This
yeah.
is a big fight over Soul though. Oh, a huge Ornn ult hits 4 from Papatito to start the fight. It's a disaster for TTM. 3 kills for Pain and Panic. And Poro Flambe causing it himself with the double kill. He'll get the triple kill. Will they give him the quadra? Myojin has the shield. He's trying. It's the quadra kill for Poro Flambe in his Legends debut.
I think Lockout versus the Vigor burst. Yeah.
I like that
Uh,
that's the summary of that fight from you.
Oh yeah, no. Rodham, like let's be real. That was a free fight. Like that was a. Realistically. Okay, so here's my first thought. When that fight comes out, like the Ornhorn came through, my first thought was, man, I wish I could do that like Viking throat singing stuff because that's the Ornhorn right there. I just wish I could just go to the bikers, but I can't. Can't say I've even tried actually.
How did that go? How did that go? Run it by me
Wait,
again.
how did what go?
The Viking throats. How is that
No,
again?
no,
No. Okay. Fine.
no. I can't even get close enough to making a sound. Like I was 100% in my mouth. Whatever I was making, that was not throat at all. Oh, Metsuro.
I just wanted to hear it
Oh,
again.
I remember.
I didn't care what it was. It did something for me, like deep carnally. Uh,
No, it's just like I think of like I don't know if he's listened to any of like Jonathan's recent things, but he's been pulling that into a lot of his like live streams recently, and it's just like, man, I wish I could do that. That's freaking cool.
Yeah. It's 21 to 10. Our Pain and Panic are pretty far up.
22 to 10. Oh, Poro, grow a pair, run up and press R. Let's go. Put him in the dirt. Let him know that he shouldn't be ganking you every single game.
He do be having the Rabadon's death cap right now. 10 and 1 on the Vigor. He's feeling pretty good. I'm sure.
If anyone cares stack counter, he's at 214, total of 689 AP.
That's a couple. Yeah, so Pain and Panic getting some vision around this Baron. Both of their carries are actually still just fighting over the mid wave together, as you do occasionally.
I actually feel like To the Moon had a chance to go in there on Matsuro. Like he was isolated off of that satchel. Like that would have been a free pick. Like you don't get much outside of like being able to reclaim some vision probably, but
Yeah, it's
at this point when you're behind and the Baron dance is about to start, like the Ziggs. What is the Ziggs build? Is Ziggs building demonic?
yeah, that's demonic. Well, Myojin looking for his Abyssal Voyage, but not. Is it still called Abyssal Voyage?
I'm pretty sure it actually is.
Okay. Defoe is separated, and
Abyssal
RTMC's
Dive.
blood. Oh, the hook! Oh, the hook from Matsuro is gonna put Defoe into the ground. All right.
Okay, now you go Baron because your only threat of like doing a Baron previously was like Ziggs poking you off of it. But Ziggs did. It's Abyssal Dive now because there's no voyage. There's no voyage for someone else.
Okay, fair enough. Well, there is, but you have to eat them first.
Right. You have to. That's two abilities.
All right. Well, this Baron is gone. It is Dunzo. Oh man, we get stupid item names. Awesome.
Yes. Wait,
Give them to
the
me.
ornament. Who
Yeah,
gets
what?
the first ornament?
Has it not? Oh, it did tick over. It just doesn't show up on the indicator. He's got his Forge Fire crest. That's
Right.
important.
Right, but
I mean,
is
he
it
hasn't
14
been.
when he can start upgrading, or is it 15 that he can start doing the others?
It's 14. He just hasn't been anywhere near anybody. He does need to click on somebody on his team to get him the upgrade. Also think it's dumb. So in ARAM you have that cooldown on your passive.
Yeah.
If your passive is on cooldown, you can't upgrade other people's items.
Hmm.
So note to anyone playing Ornn in an ARAM.
There's a Jesus in the back
Ooh,
here.
he was looking for the Wind Becomes Lightning, which is an important ability to know all of a sudden. I liked how that went from the dumbest ability name that I know to, like, actually important. Poro steps up just a little bit too far, and Defoe's going to finish him off. That's a big shutdown going to the Ziggs, and Matsuro going to buy into that as well as Jesus finishes him off. They're looking for Dream Unforgiven. This is kind of falling apart very quickly for Pain and Panic, but Dream has the ult. They'll turn it back around. The Orin Horn coming through, not going to knock anybody up, but Gid flashes forward for the auto. A double kill for Gid Shadeslayer. Arc Ryu flashes, finishes that one off, but Gid'll dunk him down. It's a triple kill, slaying more than Shades this game. Myojin low, gets clapped, gets knocked around. It's a quadra kill for Gid Shadeslayer. You get the match in quadras this game. What more could you
Okay,
want?
well, I guess give the ornament because he's there.
That one. Do you know the upgraded Sunderer name?
I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it like it looks like Decide? It's like Decide.
It's a
I don't know.
deicide. You killing
Deicide?
gods.
Oh yeah, you're killing gods. Duh. That makes way too much sense.
I got that one. I've got Kraken Slayer.
Right, that's just like
I've
Wormfall
got
Sacrifice,
Locket.
right?
Yeah, Wormfallen Sacrifice. I hate that name. All right, Locket.
Reliquary of the Golden Dawn.
Damn, this man's popping. That's 3 for 3. All right, give me.
Dude,
Ludens.
I don't cast anymore, but I actually still pay. I've started paying attention to that sort of stuff. Give you what? Ludens?
Yeah.
It's the Eye of Luden. That's I'm a Zereth player. Like I think of like as like Eye of Storm, Eye of Luden.
All right. Yeah, this man has 5 out of 5 on his ornaments. And unfortunately, Leona has 0 out of about like 2,000 health. So
Speaking of Wormfall, that is the upgrade.
yeah.
What like
Big knockup though from Papatito off of the Hammer Boy. Bouncy time. In comes Tom Kench looking to make some noise, but it's not really going to happen for him. Dream free firing on the backside of this fight, and ROTM just tears him apart. They'll look maybe for this Elder Dragon. Gid is hiding around the corner. The surprise bear doesn't quite work out for him. They'll get the stun down onto the Tristana, but they don't really have the damage to press forward, and it looks like everybody's just going to reset before this Elder. Oh, teleport in from Papatito. Defoe is hanging around the side. They're losing their Nexus turrets in the process, so somebody's got to go home and deal with that in the time being. RTM going to start up the Elder Dragon. Arc Ryu and Defoe around the side, but Poro finds the pick onto Arc Ryu. He's almost got his outplay button back up. Ooh, they got to be careful.
Ooh.
All right, that was a good secure. That was 775 on the Vigar Q, if you were curious.
right?
Oh, the flash not quite able to find the cage. Oh, he hits the Q. He's going to burn him down. Where's the outplay? There it is.
Does he live? Does he live? Leandres? He's good.
That's the League of Legends game experience.
Honestly, like, there's outside of like having to worry about a Zigzar for a steal, which we know is on cooldown. Like, I don't think there's any threat for RotM losing that. Like, if Poro timed his abilities right, like his W right now is actually doing well. Before he bought, it was doing like 1150. It's 1231 now. So that bitch slapping.
Yeah, that bitch do be slapping.
Oh look, I have Luden. Let's go.
Yeah, I have Luden finished up for Poro now, and Matsuro actually bought the Ward Stone. That's interesting. It's one of the only people I see build that. Realize that item's in the game.
I just don't know if I like the artwork for it. It just seems weird.
You don't like an extra box to store your control wards in? What's in the box? It's control wards. Alright. We still have 2 to 3 more games, right?
Right. We still got another team to cover.
This is peak ROTM. Oh my god.
Hey, that Tom Ginch, you know that tank, that meatball that we were talking about? You can't, well, I guess he's 0-7.
He is
Oh, hey,
almost...
Deicide.
Yeah. So... They're just gonna win this fight, right?
Right.
So it's Deicide, right? It's God Killer, but he's a
Right.
god himself. Is it like a threat to Volibear? Is he having like an existential crisis while he has this item?
I don't know, like, I can tell you that he doesn't see any gods on the other side.
Why can Ornn make an item that kills God? Anyway, that's a 2-1 victory for... I had to get that. That was a very important question to get out before the end of the cast. But Pain and Panic win 2-1. They improved to 1-0. It's a massive upset if you consider the power rankings of... I've already forgotten the second person. It's
Right.
Daydream and...
Orenji?
No,
Orenji?
it's not Orenji. I got
Oh, because
corrected.
I was gonna say, I definitely messaged Orenji about trying to add stuff, and he just kind of ignored my message. That was cool.
They're still way more receptive than Beanie. It's Beanie and Daydream. Um, they're way more receptive than the Unified admins. Shout out to the Unified admins. Shout out to Quanta, who's not a Unified admin. Anyway, it's a 2-1 victory for Pain and Panic. They improved to 1-0 on the year. They... All right, so if you want to math it out, you want to, min-max, you want to get in there.
Okay.
You have 6 team groups, right?
Okay.
You need to finish top 4 for playoffs. This is both leagues. You need to go 2-3 in order to guarantee yourself a tiebreaker, and you need to go 3-2 in order to guarantee yourself a playoff spot. All right, we're a
Right.
third of the way there. We did it.
Yeah.
All right. So, congratulations to Pain and Panic on their 2-1 victory over To the Moon. And we're going to take just a short break. We'll be right back with Gwensday versus Natural Selection Gaming Pearl. That's a mouthful.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, Scramble's on that team? Let's go! It's our boy. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, we are back and ready to rock and roll.
All right. You have the game loaded and everything?
I do.
Okay. Then welcome back, everybody. This is our second series of the evening. I didn't realize how long these sets would be. This is maybe gonna make me reflect on my life decisions, but maybe not. Who knows? Anyway,
It's
the
okay, you have
debut.
Monday off.
True, I do have Monday off in more ways than one, which is awesome. But shout out to Labor Day. I'm giving shout outs to everything today. Uh, anyway, we got the debut of RotM Gwensday. Um, Also on the power rankings, picked to finish fifth in their group. They're going up against NSG, who is uh, the consensus number one team in their pool. So will again would be a significant upset if Gwensday were able to find the victory. According to the casters, I don't have any particular opinion on the matter. Yeah,
I'm just sitting here like, is there LRS power rankings?
no, it was
Oh,
just Daydream and Beanie did it, and they're not the LRS casters.
right.
I do
Fair.
kind of like uh, again, I can talk more, but let's start this up. If you're ready.
Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. I like that Legends has the same casters each week, so they have people assigned to do a specific night, a specific game a week,
Mhm.
which is nice.
Yeah.
That's gonna mean that there's at least something resembling familiarity, maybe with some teams. But they only do one game a week rather than seeing all the team, so maybe it isn't that great. I don't know. I like it better than just flipping people through randomly. Anyway,
Right.
you want to introduce our blue team?
Okay. On the blue side, if assuming no invade or anything, we've got RotM Gwensday, with the Oath in his debut as a top laner, playing Set. Never seen clips of that before on him. We got Cheech the Marine on Trundle, the White Tiger 211 on Syndra, Mint B Putts, and Copium as our bot lane with Jin and Thresh.
And on the red side of the map, wearing the red health bars for game number one, will be Natural Selection Gaming Pearl, in the top lane Zeratsul. I think that's right, Zeratsul.
Yeah,
Zeratsul.
yeah.
Yeah, he's playing Ornn. Church of Ringo in the jungle playing Nocturne. XZ Wolf in the mid lane playing Victor and Mocha Dog number one, and Scrambles in the bottom lane playing Ezreal and Braum.
Yo, I'm an idiot. Apparently, my client had been changed in spectator mode to just show the champion name, not
Yeah.
summoner name. And like it's been, so like the last 3 games, like when I've been saying the player names, like I've just been having to like look to the sides to figure out who I'm talking about.
Oh no.
It was funny when I was looking at Scrambles because he has the Echo Fox tag on still.
Yeah.
So it was like Fox Braum.
That means that Hulk would have been like C9, whatever.
Yeah, it
Well.
would have been C9 like C9 Bard.
I didn't realize that they would last permanently. Otherwise, I might have gotten a meme team at that time. Was it It wasn't LCS teams. It was Worlds. No, because Fox never made Worlds. It would have been LCS.
Right.
I could have got a FlyQuest one. I don't know that I was a FlyQuest fan at that point, to be fair, but yeah.
Did FlyQuest exist at that point?
Yeah, they did. 100%. They were, Snickers, Milwaukee Bucks like
Right.
super Milwaukee Bucks FlyQuest. High probably on the team.
Yeah.
They probably had that weird eye logo. Man, that'd be great to have right now. Kind of wish. Oh well. Maybe you can still buy those icons or get them in crafting. I don't know. Maybe I'll look it up. Anyway, there's been like 3 minutes of gameplay, and I don't know that a whole lot has really happened to summarize.
Not really.
Our junglers have chosen just to farm up, and
White Tiger missed a lot of skill shots.
Man, why you gotta call him out like that?
Because I'm gonna psychoanalyze like the mid lane matchup. Like, I was just sitting there thinking about the electrocute choice this game, and then the director camera was like, "Hey, look at this." Ornn.
Oh,
Ooh.
the double flash in the top lane from Zeratsul and and Oath not quite going to be able to find the solo kill. And now Church of Rango headed up there on the Nocturne. And unfortunately, that should be a pretty easy kill for him. Oh, the Facebreaker not quite in range there on his Ratzel. Oh, I don't think he can get out. Yeah, he's got the Fear Tether now. I don't know why Zaretzel was even hanging around. Like, he can back all the way off. He can let his jungler just finish that one up. But first blood for Church of Rango for NSG. Zaretzel forced to flash in the mid lane, but not going to be able to get the exchange kill in mid. But, you know, Cheech might have a place to go back here later on. Hook not quite going to land in the bottom lane as Beepots takes a little bit of damage back, but it's a good start for NSG.
Wait, there's like, where's the 800 gold difference? Is that just farm diff? There's like not that much of a farm diff, huh?
It's first blood plus farm plus. Yeah, that's got to be it. It's just first blood plus farm.
Huh.
It is kind of weird. That does feel bigger.
A little bit too much. Like yeah, there was like a 10 farm in mid already.
Yeah, Cheech gonna take a chomp out of Wolf, but now Church of Rango here for the counter gank. He's a level up. He's got the spell shield up away from the. Oh my gosh, that was really nicely played by Church of Rango. He had the spell shield just hanging on there, so he couldn't get knocked back by Tiger, and he'll auto him down 2-0 now for NSG. You know, on the bottom lane, Beepots. Oh, the Braum gonna be annoying and block the fourth shot onto Mocha Oath really wants this solo kill. He's been trying his best to get this solo kill and just hasn't quite been able to confirm it. Now Church of Rango looking for his third kill in as many ganks, but not quite able to find anything on this one. Still 2-0 on Nocturne at level 5. You're feeling pretty good about the state of the game. Oath is going to get his solo kill. Oh, and the Triumph heal is enough.
And he leveled up off that.
He got his solo kill. Top die.
Chop. Die. I wonder if teams will take away set from him. Like, I swear, like, that's all I ever see from him anymore in, like, league clips is just set plays.
It helps that the champion, like, he's simple, but he can create his own kind of hype plays just because of his visual effects. It looks super cool when you do stuff with him.
Yes. I remember my first time ever getting to, like, dunk someone. Of course, my first time dunking someone was actually as a Silas, because that's normally what I would do, is, like, when there's a new champion that comes out, I'll play Silas just so I can take the new champ's ult. I'm surprised to see, like, NSG's bot lane's not freezing the wave. Like, although, that looks like,
That might just be a kill.
Having to flash. Oh, actually, no, the scrambles might die
Oh
here.
no, scrambles.
Oh, hold the flash. Okay, well that works. Scrambles.
You gotta hit him with the Angry Bee. That's a good play though by Copium, able to find that kill out of nothing. And Scrambles even burned his flash, so he's in a bit of a rough spot. Unfortunately, no kill go to Beepots, and he'll have to be satisfied with his Boots of Swiftness. They're going to use that as an excuse to start up the Dragon, though, and Church of Rango hits level 6. He's up on the top side. Oath, maybe a little bit overextended here. Now spots him on Vision. In comes the Ornhorn to knock him up. He's able to get away from it with the ultimate. Church of Rango low, hits the Paranoia, has the face... Haymaker for the kill. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, they'll get a pick on the Victor as well. Oath looking for Zratsul, trying to chase him down. Gets the autos. Oh, the clap! Oh no!
It looked so good. I'm sure it was such a hype moment for him, but then just clap. He got the Orn.
He had the 1v2, but it wasn't to be, I guess. I didn't see why Victor was there. He just kind of wandered into the Baron pit, or the Dragon pit, and died, it looked like. That's a mystery to solve another time, I guess. 4-3 now in favor of RotM. They have a 100 gold lead and a Dragon lead, so that's nice.
Huh. Syndra with the 8.5 minute tier buy. I mean, is this? I guess that was like his first No, he had double amp tone previously. Huh.
I bit my tongue not too long ago. This is relevant, don't worry. Um, but bit my tongue not too long ago, and then I just like was drinking water and I bit it again, and now I'm like overly preoccupied with this like sore in my mouth. I hate it. Why is my tongue getting in the way? You'd think I'd be smart enough not to bite it after like 30 years on this earth, but you know.
Nah. I mean, think of how flops around in there, yeah.
Yeah, but
Supposedly it makes words.
I'm like in control of that, right? I shouldn't be biting. It
No,
shouldn't be in the
not
way.
always.
Our team, Gwensday is gonna go ahead and grab the Rift Herald on the top side of the map
Ooh.
while we're just watching bottom side.
Man, I got so hyped for that bouncing grenade for a chunk, and then it bounced the wrong way.
Yeah, no brancing
Or,
grenade this game.
right, or actually, it's dancing grenade. Right.
Bipsing
Not
blade.
bouncing. Yes. If it's a fat one, I'm screaming like bouncing Barbardos or something. It's not even one that was said, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. 4.
Yeah.
Jid is just such a fun champion.
Imagine giving either ROTM support Thresh, right?
Right. I mean, or Rel, or like Leona.
Church of Rengo's got Paranoia available. This is actually kind of scary now for the bot lane of ROTM. In he comes, he's got the spell shield up. The flash for the fear back into his team is going to force the counter flash out of B-Pots. Copium gets knocked up under tower. Church of Rengo very low. The fourth shot not quite going to finish him off, but in comes White Tiger. The one-shot kill for American Sniper. Oh god, American Sniper B-Pots. That's a good Tiger's going to finish off Scrambles as well, but Church of Rengo's out of there just away from that captive audience. American Sniper B-Pots. We just claimed him now, I guess. He did well in that TFT tournament. We're like, man, we gotta have that on in our country.
I mean that or he's sniping Americans, one of the two.
Oh, Jesus. For anyone not aware, B-Pots is Canadian, so. I feel like I don't need to explain these jokes, but I do. I don't know how much of an in-group we actually have on these casts. I'm assuming because it's the reviews, it's an in-group. Tiger is in a little bit of trouble, but Oath is going to take the Blast Cone back over. Copium lands another hook onto Wolf. He's got the little shield from his Q, but a lot of damage coming back through. They trade 1 for 1. Oath just trying to get some autos down, but in comes Scrambles to join the fray. Tiger's got no mana, which is a little bit unfortunate. Oath doesn't have any mana, but he doesn't need it as he flashes forward for the Facebreaker, looking for Scrambles. Doesn't have the damage, but in comes Church of Rengo. You got to be careful about that boy coming in, as Oath is going to get feared. I think Tiger just needs to book it out, as Oath is going to fall. It's a 4th kill of the game for Church of Rengo, and NSG, you know, if they were looking for their top side of the map to get ahead, they've gotten it. With Church of Rengo and Zeratsul having pretty good games so far. But Cheech looking for Mocha Dog now in the bottom lane. Has the Chomp. That's a lot of damage from the Chomp. I mean, I knew that it was going to be a lot of damage. The flash hook from Copium, though, and Mocha Dog going to fall. Cheech will finish him off. That was a nice little play from Copium and Cheech.
Speaking of Cheech, just notice that he's going with kind of like the greedy Tiamat. Like a long time ago, back when like
oh no, Copium walking in. Unfortunately, face checks and finds Nocturne and a Victor there, and that's not going to go super well for his health as he'll fall. Dragon's still just being hit by Cheech. They're backing away, looking for Church of Rengo. Dragon's going to finish up in the background, but Tiger's going to fall. Ezreal not quite going to find it. Oh, B-Pots couldn't get out. He was right on the edge of that gravity well, but unfortunately got stunned, and Wolf finishes him off. 9-8 now. They'll get the kill advantage back, but lose the Dragon in the process, so... Dragon stacking, good for ROTM. Kills, bad as a result of that one. They lose both of their carries again, and yeah, now
starting to see a little bit of a lead. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all eyes
Mo-
really have to be on this mid-jungle combo, though. Now that Wolf has picked up 2 kills, you have Church of Rango at 5. It's really scary. Uh, NSG should be feeling pretty confident with those two going forward. Oath dodging out of that Bellows Breath, just going to continually auto down at Zeratzul, but he's going to get ganked. Oh, he's got the ult back out. That's a nice little play into the Lantern. Easy as you like. They do be seeing a hero and just chasing him down, though. Scramble's going to get hit by the W, gets captive audience. Copium has the flay back in. Do they actually have the damage to get through? Nicely timed on the hook, though, from Copium. And they will finish him off, Beepots, with his second kill of the game as he opens up with the ultimate. Oh, that 4th shot just dodged away, but they'll get the stun onto Church of Rango. They'll get the shutdown onto Oath, and they have to be careful. I don't know what they have to be careful of. This feels risky. I don't know why this feels risky, but Wolf has no health underneath his tower, and they're gonna force him away. All right. Maybe it feels risky because we just watched Pain and Panic lose game 1 basically on a dive in top lane. Maybe that's my flashbacks are kicking in. The bottom lane tower goes down though. Mocha Dog gets a lot of solo gold for that.
Right, he went with an Essence Reaver rush. Not normal. Not really super hot on Ezreal either. Like, I actually had to just double check and make sure, like I actually went to pro builds to, like, double check on this one, and I was like, no one's doing Essence Reaver on him anymore, right? Yeah, like, no one is. Like, there's, like, I know there's, like, a for fun, like, lethality build with Essence Reaver, but it's, like, for fun. Huh. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see if whether he goes into lethality. Like, there's still a couple, like, he needs to try to chew through a Trundle and a Set and a Thresh. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
he does have Wolf with Landry's on Victor. Like, there's some other damage at least, but yeah, I don't really know what the Essence Reaper's for. It's interesting. You don't see that item very much anymore. That used to be like the item on aiding fairies. It's
If you're a
been
Lucian player,
relegated to like Lucian, sometimes Zaya, sometimes I don't know why that engage. Yeah, that engage just blew my brain for some reason. I didn't even narrate it.
No, I mean the hitbox of that True Shot Barrage. I feel like that didn't touch B-Pots. It was close, but I don't. That's one of those Riot games being kind of forgiving and generous. Like, here's a kill.
There's always an issue sometimes with skill shots like going up and down terrain on replay as well, compared to actually what happened on live. I don't know if that's what happened, but just because you have to mention stuff like that. I love that. Both mid laners just stunned each other. Oh, the flash from White Tiger. He's looking for it. The Chaos Storm isn't there. It's a solo kill for White Tiger. That was hype. We take those.
Yeah. I know, really analytical there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the analysis.
Syndra. I've seen a lot of Syndra one shots in the past 24 hours, if you will. So, you know, I just kind of like, oh yeah, that's a Syndra who's been donated a bunch of kills off of a botched tower dive.
Yeah, hook from Copium. Pillar not going to really do a whole lot there as Scrambles has the stand behind me back away. Teleport to the midway for Wolf. This is setting up to be quite a scrap. Cheech maybe agreeing a little bit for the frog as Church of Rango going in, gets a big slow, gets a big ultimate. He'll finish off 1, they'll finish off 2 with the Ezreal ult. Tiger trying to kite back to the pit, but he's got no flash, he's got nowhere to go, and he'll get a big stun, but it just doesn't matter. Oath now going in, the one at a time strat, not really paying off for Gwensday, as he's not going to be able to find anything. It's a triple kill for Mocha Dog, and Copium will get finished off. The Bud Light ace for NSG.
Yeah, that was for a Grump. The jungler, you know, is going to be saying #worth. Like, totally not worth, but you got the Grump.
Yeah, Dragon number 1 now for NSG. It feels like they're very in control of this one. This is a 3,000 gold lead for the Pearl squad. Are they I guess the big question, are they named after the color or the stone? Well, not stone, but the material
Um,
agitation that you pull out of clams. That's a really bad way to describe it. I mean, that's an accurate way to describe it, but like,
no, it is an accurate, yeah. I don't know. I'd have to see the logo to like make a decision.
I'm pretty sure it just says NSG and it's white. Like, I have all the logos, but there's no need to have them up during the stream. So.
Right.
I guess I could put them in the little boxes that I have for the timers that don't exist. Nocturne going to top lane and Oath. I don't think he's gonna find one this time in this 1v2. Oh, he stayed alive for longer than he probably should have. If that had been ROTM coming to help from the bottom side, that might have been useful, but it wasn't. So instead, he's out of there. Ooh, stun gonna land. They get the root. They'll get a kill eventually, I'm sure, onto Wolf. There's really nothing for him to do there. Is gem correct? Is a pearl a gem?
No, it's an agitation. It was.
Okay, Google, is a pearl a gem?
Survey
Pearls
says.
rank among the most popular gems in the... Pearls are gems but not stones, is what the gemsociety.org says, which is the top result on Google. Okay. I guess gem is technically correct, but stone wouldn't be, because they're not stones. This concludes the educational section of this program. 18 to 12, NSG pretty far ahead. The Baron under consideration by them, but Oath is going to take away this Scuttle Crab. Tiger is down on the bottom side, solo isolated against Zeratul on the Ornn, which is maybe not the best place for him, but he's going to get some farm on. Ooh, that hook not quite going to land on Namokadog. I don't know that it would matter if he does. Church of Rango going to fly in again with the ultimate and get taken right back out by Oath. Big face breaker, but they just don't have the damage to follow up. And Gwensday, you know, taking an L in this fight. Oh, Tiger's here. Around the side, not quite able to find that stun off of his entrance, but they'll defend the tower for now, and it looks like NSG headed toward Mr. Nasher. Alright, RTM just cannot afford to face check in and lose somebody initially. That's a big hook from Copium, though. They'll finish off the Ezreal. It's a shutdown going to Cheech. They're looking for the rest of this fight, but I just don't think they can find it. Scrambles dies to Ignite, 2 for 2 off of this little engagement, but Beepots is in trouble. Church of Rango trying to chase him down. Do they have the damage? He's got the stopwatch just to try to buy a little bit of time. Gets Zanya's, he's low, but it just isn't there. The shots from Beepot's not going to land. He'll hit Wolf, but it just doesn't finish anybody off. He'll have to flash away at the end just to make sure he stays alive. Kind of disappointing that Beepots couldn't find the kills on the end of that one. It feels like Gwensday just needs... They need one pick. They need one kill just to ultimately go their way, and it feels like they'd be right back in this game. Like, within touching distance of it, at least. But
Right.
they just haven't been able to secure that one moment that they really need.
Right. I really would have liked them to like already be getting their backs off and like getting vision for this third dragon. Like at this point when you're down a little bit, like you still have like you got those two early dragons. See if you can make that officially your win condition. Like a Syndra and Jhin with Infernal Soul is kind of disgusting, but I feel like they're just like a little bit late as a team getting here. Like obviously Copium's here getting vision, but like the team in general is just like Syndra's running bottom right now. Like Dragon's up in 17 seconds. I don't think there's time to correct this wave. Like all the vision that was just set up, gone. Also, Copium's kind of on the wrong side of everything. So
Yeah, Copium and Oath were hanging out
they
in
had
the
to pick
bush
one of the
together.
two.
They were trying to find a pick, but it's gonna maybe turn into a counter pick. On the backside of the fight, though, jumping in, he does finish off Mocha So that's an oh, he's got a double kill. Oath is just fighting his way out. His fists are furious, but not able to continue to chunk through. Church of Rango in a little bit of trouble, gets stunned up, gets knocked down eventually by the Syndra. White Tiger finishing off that kill. That was a nice block as well on the Braum dive in. In comes B-Pots with the ult. He'll get the shutdown. And RTM might have found the fact they needed back into this game.
Right, this should be tier 2. Oh, they're going Baron. Yeah,
Headed to Baron, scrambles the last member of NSG alive. We'll see. I mean, Gwensday should be able to secure this, assuming that there's no ridiculous steal here from Mocha Dog, but they are in vision. Oh, that's a really early Ezreal ult. Yeah, never mind. Oh, Cheech
Thanks
is
for the
low.
leash.
Cheech has to be a bit careful here. He's not the tankiest boy. Oh, no.
Wait, you didn't smite it. Smite it.
This is a little dicey. All right, there it is. Okay. Could they not see B-Pots on that ward in the, like, pixel bush?
I mean, they could, but like at that point, like they probably just called it off and were wanting to trade Dragon because like they probably thought it would have been done a lot faster. They didn't. I don't know if they realized like Cheech was that low and like basically not doing damage, and it was just like Jhin doesn't do Baron fast.
Is Mocha Dog building a Ludens?
Titanic or no Mocha? No, Leandri's. He's doing a really old Ezreal build.
That's not Leandri's though. He's got a blasting one.
Oh, you're right. Everfrost. No, honestly, it might be Ludens. Unless he literally is copying off of, like a MOBA Fire guide from like last year's Ezreal build, where he used to build into Leandri's. We'll have to see what he like actually.
Yeah,
here,
I'm not sure because he's also just like he's got Ornn on his team. Ornn's level 13. He can start giving out items, but he can't give one to Ezreal right now because he didn't buy a mythic item.
Mythics are overrated on Ezreal.
All right, so
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You've got Divine.
So what's a Stride Breaker then?
What is Stride Breaker?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I should remember this one. This was. I don't remember this one.
I don't know that I remember that one. All right, Leandri's.
Leandri's. It's Leandri's Lament. That one I know.
That sounds right.
Wait, do you not know? You're just asking like.
No, you went 5 for 5 on the first one. Like we have two that are the same. Church of Rengo's looking for the pick in mid lane. He's gonna try to find White Tiger. He's got the Zanyas just to buy a little bit of time. But yeah, there's no hope for the Syndra, unfortunately. Oh, there was a small hope for Syndra, but it just didn't work out. Oath taking up a lot of damage, but this push is going nowhere for Gwensday.
It's hard to siege into a Victor. Like even with Baron minions, like you can still clear the wave. And like honestly, like Pearl's team is kind of scary to siege into ever because like if Nocturne's off vision and like as fed as he is, like you can't have someone like isolated split. Like who can 1v1 the Nocturne? Like I don't think Oath can. You know Syndra's not tanky enough to. You're not gonna have a B-pot split push. It's like your choices are Cheech or Oath, and like even that's uncertainty.
I think Oath is the closest. All right, so you're Zeratul, right?
All right.
You got to give out your first mythic item.
So you're giving it to the Eye of Luden?
You're giving it to the Eye of Luden, Ezreal? Come on, man. All right. There's another dragon up in 2 minutes. That's relatively important for both teams. It put either one of them on soul point. I don't know that we're going to see a soul this game, but the way these games have just drug out and out so far today, we'll probably see it. Good captive audience on a Scramble. Oath is just beating his ass, and Scramble should fall at the end of this one. Oh, he's actually got a lot of defensive tools. He's out of there. The flash hook, though, from Copium. In comes Zeratul. It's a knockup, but only on to Oath. He gets the ult back through. He gets the kill. They trade mid laners so far as White Tiger was taken down on the opposite side of the fight. Hook going to land onto Zeratul on the other side, and RTM again will find a positive kill fight. Although maybe you have to be a little bit careful here. They're going to dive an inhibitor tower. I don't think that would be wise right now. But yeah, RTM 2 for 1 in that last fight.
I really would have loved to see like a Lord Dom's third item on B-Pots here. Like your Jin, like like you already hate the
Oath
fact
is
there's an
taking
Ornn in the
so much
game.
damage. Oh, the hook from Copium though. He'll he'll take down Mocha Dog. Scrambles is in trouble. He's got to try to get away, but another hook from Copium, reading him the death paragraph. And Gwensday trying to break down this tower. It's Wolf and Church of Rango left to defend. Another hook just not quite. He needed that extra pixel on the hook that time, did Copium, but uh, boy, gold RTM supports on Thresh.
Hmm.
Oh no, he stole the big wolf. That's so mean.
Are there any other Ornn items that'll be different this game? Nope.
Alright,
I,
so
I have to think of this Stride Breaker. Oh, it's gonna bug me now. Damn it.
it's really gonna bug you if Zeratul doesn't get his ass in a side lane and get some XP so he can give him the item and we can find out. I mean, we could look it up, but
We
yeah,
could, but there was the
that's no
fun in
fun.
that.
Yeah. No, I don't know that I'll come up with it offhand. I don't specifically remember what it is. This is a very tense fight. We've got the full 5v5. Copium doesn't have full health, but he's the only one. In comes the Ornhorn with the Nocturne under the backline. We're watching Oath trying to track down Mocha Dog on the front of this fight. He's looking for it. They'll take down Copium. Does Zeratul on the front of the fight, and it's kind of going wrong for Gwensday. Cheech is just beaten down on... I lost my words. It didn't go
That was
well.
a real.
NSG turned that one back.
That was a really split fight for RotM there. Like, Oath was 10 miles deep. Cheech and Rango had apparently honorable duel right-clicked each other for a while, and like, Peapots isn't gonna kill Ornn. Like, he's going for the Lord Doms now, but I feel like that should have been third item, not fourth. Like, Rapid Fire, I don't think does anything for him this game.
Yeah, it's a really rough fight in that situation. There was just a lot of AoE that could fly through the creases there, and it felt like Gwendstay's carries were under constant threat, whereas Mokadog and Wolf were relatively safe. Like, I maybe Oath can track him down, but I don't know that we're gonna see the big 1v2 outplay from Oath at this point, as Wolf and Mokadog have scaled up enough. But gold even now after that fight. We're back even. We're 4 minutes before potential Infernal Soul for NSG, and for a number one seeded team versus a number five seeded team, uh, according to power rankings, this is a very close game.
Right. Like, there definitely plays on. God, that loot just broke. There's back and forth. It's anyone's game. Like, and like obviously, like this is the beginning of a season. We don't know how long Pearl's been playing together as a group, but like our guys have only been playing together for a little bit. So like, what they're at now compared to what they could be in 4 or 5 weeks could be a completely different animal.
Yeah, RTM looking for a play here in top lane. Copium leading the way toward that top lane tower. They got the baggage train here of Cheech the Marine, and they're going to force the teleport out of Zeratul. That's not an insignificant win. Copium looking for the hook over the wall. They're still grouped up as 5 here. This is dangerous territory. Wolf is split pushing down in bottom lane. He's nowhere near a tower, so that's not like a big threat. There's nothing really on the map to play for, so I don't mind this play, but it looks like RTM are kind of in two minds right now. Copium and Oath kind of leading the way, and everybody else funneling back behind. They're going to start up the Baron. This is in full vision right now of NSG, and Church of Ringo has his ult. They've got teleport coming in that could possibly come in from Wolf. There it is, being channeled in, and that's going to be the back off for Gwensday. That was what they wanted. Playing the teleport game.
Nice. Now you just kind of like get out on the map. You spread. Well, the issue is Rango, so you probably just wait till Oath has his TP up and have him split, and then like someone has to match him, and like that's when you play Baron Dance. But until then, like you just like I mean you can't have White Tiger split. Like Nocturne just says free pick.
Yeah. NSG is just going to kind of call the bluff of RTM, though. Stay grouped up as 5, head toward this Baron. They've swept out all the vision. So RTM are very in the dark right now.
Plus, like, I don't know. I didn't even think of this, but like, you can't teleport when Nocturne's holding. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know why. I kind of forgot that detail.
Leander's Lament is the next item.
Right. What does the Ludens do for this Ezreal? It does nothing.
It
Like,
go
he gets more mana. He gets more mana. Great. Like,
it go
there's not
when you hit people.
like Is this his thought process? Oh, the Frozen Heart's not super useful this time because there's not going to be that many people on my face because I'm an Ezreal and it's a Jhin. So I'm gonna go. I don't.
You know, I think that Sunder wouldn't be like, I don't know a situation where you would want percent max health damage against like a Trundle and Set and a Thresh. That doesn't sound very good.
Right. Like it's on. Like I would. Like memes aside, like Divine Sunder or the even a Duskblade. Like I would rather see that over.
What stat do you get
Ludens.
from Ludens now? Magic
What-
Pen. You get
magic- yeah,
M
it's-
Pen. Alright. Well.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're like W and R hit harder.
Ooh. Alright. Cheech looking for Church of Rango. They're gonna force him to use Paranoia and then
It's a good cooldown if you don't get chunked any harder.
yeah, that isn't a terrible trade. Oh, Copium has the flash hook. He's going all the way in for Mocha Dog, but he's going to fall in the process. RTM now has to fight their way out of this one. The facebreaker onto Mocha Dog. Oh, didn't finish off the kill. Oath is still chasing, but meanwhile, he sacrificed the rest of his team back behind a double kill for Mocha Dog as he finishes off Oath. And the front of that fight went so well. We never get to watch what actually happens to like Beepots and Tiger. It's, I mean, we can infer that Nocturne and Victor are very strong. Oh, Cheech is in. He's trying to get the steal, but it's just not there. That's the ace for NSG Pearl, and now they have full run of the map.
It's just these fights are so split for RotM. Like there's people just going like 10 miles deep when they don't have the follow up. Like Oath earlier this time, like the hook was like a little bit too excited, like let's go brothers, and then just kind of died mid-flight.
These seem like very difficult fights to play correctly for ROTM with their team comp. I think that's maybe the most difficult part, right? Is they don't win side lanes right now because of the threat of Church of Rango, but in a straight 5v5, like you either have to dive into like Ezreal Victor, or you have to kite away from this really fed Nocturne Ornn. It's
Right,
it's
like-
really hard to find a correct way to play. Dream Shatter. Excuse me? Dream Shatter.
Dream Shatter. I don't follow where that no like Divine Sunder to like okay like the other stuff like makes sense, but like huh.
Dream Shatter.
Now, to be fair, that's a really cool item on Nocturne. But
Yeah, that's really badass on Nocturne actually.
I don't.
I mean, only
Strike-
Nocturne can build Stridebreaker, so.
I mean, realistically, like, who wants to build Stridebreaker after like, Core Drinker's a thing right now, or Divine Sunder is still a thing for most champions.
Yeah, it's like Nocturne Darius end list.
Does still do Stridebreaker?
I don't know what else you'd do. Gore doesn't seem ideal. Sunder might be okay. Oh, Copium with another hook onto the Ezreal, but it might be too little too late. In comes the teleport from Wolf right onto their faces. Late teleport from Tiger. I guess it's not late because of the paranoia. Cheech just isn't very tanky on the front of this fight. He's trying to chase down the Victor, but the Chaos Storm is enough to finish him off. This is still just like 1v1s and 2v2s happening in these fights. Oath can't quite find anything. He's looking to try to defend. The Haymaker doesn't do a whole lot to forestall the push, and in comes NSG. They might have finally found the fight that can break open the base.
I was thinking more about the Darius item. we never mentioned Triforce. Like I know
Oh,
Triforce kind of is like
all right. Well, Scrambles
that's
died, so that's
Syndra's
nice.
is a champion in League of Legends. But I feel like Triforce is probably the way to go on him now. After they've continuously like given it little love taps as an item, like Darius will really want the move speed from it.
This game's still happening. All right. Well, 39 minutes. Silly me. I was like, the whole cast will be like 2.5 hours. No, we still have.
This,
Uh,
yeah,
I forgot. Gold games are so long.
I
So like,
can't say anything. I literally can't.
no, your
We
your game 2 last night was pretty grief.
game 2 was faster.
Was it?
Game 1 was 40, 41,
Game
42
1 was
minutes.
closer, but game 2 you guys were so ahead and you just couldn't end the game.
Yeah, Daddy Von needs to whip us into shape.
All right. Well, it's a 4,000 gold lead. This is a Infernal Soul, potentially Elder Dragon team. Well, there's still 2 minutes for Elder. It's still a while, I guess. Well, they're looking for Oath, trying to find that pick to start off with. He's got the ult back out into the tower. Hook gonna land onto Scrambles. They'll flay him back in. Scrambles very low. He's gonna be the first one to fall in the fight. In comes the Hammer Boy bouncy time. It's got a big double knockup. Copium is going to pay for that one on his side. Mocha Dog is in, and he'll pop the Guardian Angel of B-Pots. Can Gwensday actually defend their AD carry? Wolf is so low, but he's got the Zanyas. It's a shutdown coming in, but now Church of Ringo flashes in over for the smite, looking for any kill that he can. He gets his Guardian Angel popped. Mocha Dog and Zeratul can't really help him out, and ROTM has successfully defended their inner tower in this bottom lane. But Mocha Dog and Zeratul still might have more to say about that one. Cheech, very low. B-Pot's trying to walk forward, but he gets chunked through by just one Q plus the Bellows Breath from Zeratul. In comes the Ezreal ult, but it doesn't find anything. The Facebreaker pulls back in one. It's a huge ult from Oath, and they'll finish it off. It's an ace for ROTM, but what can they do with it?
I mean, you basically just have to fix waves, try to get what vision control you can for Elder here, because that's definitely the next thing. Spend any money you have. Like it. Once again, timing's just a little bit weird, but the biggest thing is just getting your wave corrected. Because if you don't, if you don't have it pushed out properly, like you basically got like 30 seconds or less to make a play on Elder Drake, and these fights have been taking a little bit of time. Like they could lose a Nexus Tower or both in the time that like they take a fight out at the Elder.
Well, there is Mr. Elder Dragon spawning right on top of Scrambles, who I don't think our team was aware he was there immediately. But he'll evacuate out of the bottom side. In comes the Paranoia, 10,000 health left on the Elder Dragon, ticking it down, 8,000. It resets now. Paranoia's worn off. They didn't get the fly-in. In comes the teleport, though. Zeratul going to teleport directly onto their face. 1,000 health. It's smited away by Cheech, but can they win the fight afterwards? It's a big knockup from Zeratul. There's just falling. The health bar is not quite there for ROTM. They'll get another execute from Oath, but it's so even. Wolf and Zeratul versus Tiger as he kites back away. He's got the burn ticking down. Does he have the damage to stack up back through? Another Q lands onto Zeratul. Oh, the stun.
Oh,
He just doesn't have the follow-up damage right now. Mocha Dog has finally respawned. He just wasn't in that fight at all. And NSG are running down mid lane. It's White Tiger versus the world. He's got the Elder buff, but I don't know that he can defend. Zeratul and Mocha Dog working away on the Nexus Tower. White Tiger is in. He gets the knockback, burning through Zeratul, but it's just not doing enough damage right now. Tiger can't walk up. He can't walk forward. And the Nexus is going to fall in game number 1. He'll maybe find the kill onto Wolf, but Mocha Dog doesn't care. He finishes the Nexus.
well, that was a 43-minute banger.
Yeah.
Obviously, that could have gone like anyone's way. Like yeah, Infernal Soul was on Pearl, but like Infernal. I feel like there's a couple definitely a couple decisions that made that one like elongate for both sides. The item pass could be a little bit different. Gotta remember, like when you're playing Syndra, for example, like that last fight as White Tiger's like trying to like kite for his life, like you're Syndra, you can cast spells as you move. You don't have to like stop and do that. Like that's like when she's like shines, and that's part of why like a lot of Syndras take phase rush nowadays, because besides the safety in lane, like it makes those type of moments like so much easier.
It was a messy
But
game.
yeah, absolutely, like a messy game with like 43 minutes. There's plenty of opportunities for both teams to make stuff happen.
Yeah.
Obviously, team comp wise, a little bit difficult with that Nocturne being as fed as they are to like try to like split up or space out the map a little bit. Makes it just a little bit more difficult to play around.
Yeah.
But like, not a horrible match.
No, it was very closely contested both ways, and just one kill, at a key moment going one way or the other, and it could have broken wide open. Instead, we got a long game, and we'll head into game number 2 here in a second. But NSG on match point can close it out, and maybe not the 1 versus 5 matchup that a lot of people were expecting.
All right.
All right. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Whew. All right.
You're
Once
the one doing
more,
most of the talking, so provided you're ready.
once more into the breach we go. Uh, all right. You ready? 3,
Mm.
2, 1, go. All right. Game number 2. On the bottom side of the rift, wearing the blue health bars, looking to close out the series and close out the cast, is NSG Pearl. Zaretsul in the top lane playing Volibear. Church of Rango in the jungle on Jarvan number 4. XZ Wolf in mid lane playing Syndra, and Mochadog number 1, and Scrambles in the bottom lane on Tristana and Braum.
And on the red side, we're with the red health bars. We've got Oath this time on the Ornn. We've got Cheech the Marine on Kindred. White Tiger playing Echo mid into that Syndra. And we got the Mint Bee Pots, Copium bot lane on the Ezreal and Nautilus.
All right.
White Tiger? Hello? Oof.
He's fine. He could recall.
Yeah, like, don't go into lane with like 130 health disadvantage.
All right. So we saw Conqueror Jarvan. How do you feel about Lethal Tempo Jarvan?
I feel like that's probably a misclick.
I guess he was playing Nocturne. He probably had that last game, and he just didn't change his skills.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know that I've ever actually seen that Lunar Beast skin in game. It's weird because
Yeah.
I really like those skins. I just didn't buy any of them, so maybe I'm the problem. But I have the Fiora one, and I have the Aphelios one. But I think like they're all pretty neat. But
yeah, so like
Riot came out and said they didn't sell very well, and they're not doing it. So that's kind of disappointing.
I got the Aphelios one, but only cause like
Oh, Cheech? Ooh.
only cause of the chroma, like the Tanjiro chroma, like that's all that mattered.
Did he not get a leash? Is that why he was so low?
I hope so, unless he started like Wait, what's this path?
He went red blue.
Right.
Red blue.
I mean, it's gonna be red blue
bot
Gromp,
lane gank or something like that.
but like his butt has shove.
Or red blue Grom. 50-50 on that crab, hopefully.
Let's see if he's the better jungler or not.
Yeah.
That's always how Davis or Lexus would measure if he's the better jungler.
Yeah, you gotta see if the Scuttle God is with you or not. That's a nice stun from Tiger. Gonna get a good trade in mid. Cheech is just waiting around bottom lane. So the plan was bot lane gank. Oath is in a lot of trouble though. Zeratzul's taking him pretty low. Meanwhile, Tiger jumping in mid lane, but Wolf trading back pretty well. And no one's died, which is good, bad. Alright. Is Cheech the better jungler? He is. God Gamer. Oh! That was a hook. What? Was that the end of the rocket jump that they pulled him out? Wolf has got mid lane prio and he's going to go in with Church of Rengo. They're going to find Cheech and take him down for first blood at the crab.
Okay, maybe Cheech isn't the better jungler. You have to get the crab to be called the better jungler. Oath?
Oath
Hello?
is staying in there. I respect the hustle.
Like, if anything, why is his volley not like just flash slap him ever? Saving it for next game.
I mean, now he can do it whenever. The threat of doing it is more important than actually doing it.
I mean, you let Oath make it to a cannon wave, and like now he can just reset safely.
Yeah. I don't know what else to talk about. Feel bad for Cheech.
He got collapsed on.
He got collapsed on. He's in a rough spot now. Church of Rengo's ahead again. He's got his not Bilgewater Cutlass. His
Iron Spike.
is it the same icon as Bilgewater Cutlass?
No.
Just a different color? No? Okay.
No, definitely not. No. But yeah, no, you guys Iron Spike whip.
It looks more like a cutlass than a whip in the icon.
If you pull it up or like blow it up, you can see it's.
I guess
whip.
so. I guess so. Fine.
You have to like blow it up to like. Yeah.
I don't like it, but fine, sure. Yeah, another hook from Copium gonna land, and Scrambles and Milkadog are fine. This shouldn't be kills in the bottom lane. Like these two lanes are very safe.
There seems to be a lot of Brums against the RotM teams today. I'm sitting here like, why have we not banned Brum after like the 5th game? But
I think it's 4 or 5, right?
yeah, it's like 4 or 5 at this point. But like even after last game, they're like Brum's just kind of like a big denial tool, and like our guys kind of really like do a nice hook.
Another hook gonna land on a Milkadog. The Ignite burning him down. Is it enough damage? It doesn't look like it is. But, you know, just the Ignite invested onto Milkadog. He's got no summoners, so gonna force him out of lane and secure some more farm for B-Pots. Tiger's got to be careful. Just dodges out of the stun. Meanwhile, in the top lane, canceled an auto, but he's got the clap for the solo kill. And now he's got to run, but the counter teleport from Tiger coming through, not gonna really do a whole lot, I think. Just gonna be able to clean up that wave and shove it in, although he has to be careful as Wolf has his ult up. He's trying to be a bro and shove this wave all the way in, but it's just not getting there. Okay, he got it. It's all good, it's saved. Unless Wolf somehow freezes these melee minions. No, okay. How did they also get the dragon? What?
I mean, Cheech was farming his Krugs when that happened. I don't know if they had vision of him up there at all, but like that dragon was done completely on vision. Like
Yeah.
There's a red ward about to time out.
I don't know. I mean, it's hard if you're Cheech. Like, you feel so far behind, even though you're, like, even, right? It's just the kill gold. But because of the way it happened, you just feel so terrible.
Right.
Anyway,
Yeah, so
it's a 600 gold lead for NSG. We've definitely hit Game 5 tiredness without the, like, Game 5 Silver Scrapes adrenaline, so... yeah, Zratzel trade with Oath.
yeah, going back to Cheech, like at this point, like from playing with like a lot of kindred with Lexus being the kindred player, like after that happens, like that's when we just kind of like AFK farm for like an item or two. Like kindred will definitely start outpacing Jarvan's clear. It's just a matter of like making sure like you communicate that and like having your team provide enough vision that they can play safe long enough like for you to hit an item spike or so. At least I think that's how Lexus would kind of like yell at us. He doesn't yell at us, but he'd be like, "Yo, I'm just gonna like disappear for a little bit," and then he comes out like 40 CS ahead, and we just win.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Uh,
I need to get a jungler like that, I guess. Oath picking another fight with Zratzel. Oh! Oh! That was nuts! Alright, well, he got the kill. Church of Ringo has to use the Jarvan Jacuzzi to finish him off. Cheech trying to make something happen in the bottom lane, but just really nothing happening for him. He got the flash out of Mocha Dog, it looks like, but nothing more than that. Copium still has his ultimate up. They could maybe make a play now on Tristana if she ever uses her rocket jump or gets into a bad position. And looks like Beatpots and Copium not quite on the same page there. They're throwing everything right into the Jarvan wall. Scrambles is really low, but Beatpots is stunned now. He's able to get away, finds the Mystic Shot finally, but now getting chased down by a bear. Cheech looking to collapse, and the flash away from Beatpots is good. So, 1-for-0 in the bottom lane. They take down Scrambles. Oh, no.
well,
That
that's
was my narration. Sorry.
I was like, that's supposed to be called a trade, supposedly.
Yeah, Tiger.
Maybe it's just something.
Sorry.
Maybe it's something I like to do in this matchup, but like when you're against Syndra's Echo, like yeah, you're a counter eventually, but like early game still kind of sucks. Like I always just go like Merc Treads, like just straight up. Like yeah, you miss out on a little bit of damage, but you can get stunned and still like get on her and just start like batoning her backside. You know, like
Yeah, Oath trying to mix it up a little bit, but with Scrambles and Church of Ringo here. Oh, the flash forward from Wolf. Didn't quite have the damage, but you like the look, Copium. You can't interrupt that anymore, can you? It's
no.
It just finishes anyway.
Actually, Wolf actually gets a kill there. She casts Q in the middle of her ult. Like I think she had it available because that thing should only be on like a so her Q's on a 3.5 second cooldown.
Sorry, I'm banning someone in the chat.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay. Scrambles gets a knockup. I don't know what's happening. Oh, the flashy Q from Church of Rango, but they have the Kindred ultimate to just stall everything out, and Church of Rango falls. It's a shutdown for Oath. He's 4-2. He's got 80% of the team's kills on Ornn.
Yeah, I mean maybe where you don't want the kills, but half of his kills were solo kills. So like, I'm not complaining my orange clapping cheeks.
Yeah, now headed back to top lane to, clap a bear's cheeks, as you would say. He has ult available. He can maybe make this work, but oh, the ult from Volibear able to immune it, and the lore matchup in top lane goes the way of Volibear this time. That's the lore matchup, right? They don't like each other? I think that's right.
Something like that. I mean, they're brothers or some crap.
Well, they're brothers, but I thought
Yeah.
they were bad, evil, mean brothers, you know? Like you.
Yeah, I'm the bad, mean, evil brother.
Anyway, there's a dragon up, and it looks like NSG is gonna just take it. Actually, our team might fight for this. Everybody's headed
Yeah.
here. You don't have an Ornn ult, but you also don't have Volibear ult.
Right. I think the big difference is like Jarvan Jacuzzi's about to come up, and Kindred ult is, you know, a much longer cooldown.
Yeah, Copium
Also,
not
also
quite
kind
able
of
to find
isolated
that flanking
here.
dragon. Oh, just kind of walking in on the top side. He does get one knock up. They're looking for this fight. This looks okay for RTM. Big stuns there from the Echo, but the Jacuzzi is huge. It's a 4-man Jacuzzi, but he'll fall. It's just kind of a mess. Mocha Dog trying to get away, but Tiger over the wall will finish him off, and Gwensday finds a couple of extra kills out of that fight.
And that brings Gold Bleed slightly into RotM's favor. After Dragon here, we're just gonna be like, what, just another like extra 50? Yeah. It's like 400 Gold Bleed, give or take. Oh, never mind, turret plate. Way to make me look stupid, XE Wolf. If anyone cares about marks at this point, 13.5 minutes into the game, Kindred has 3 now. I was able to pick one up off that, so
Oh, nice.
almost to that comfort spike.
Getting there, and RTM like, oh, well, Copium gonna walk in and just start beating on Wolf. Oh, that stun though for the disengage. That was actually really nicely played by Wolf. We'll see if he can navigate his way out, but Tiger just has too many dashes and does finish him off for his second kill of the game. The rocket belt finished up for him.
Copium's still in here.
Oh yeah,
Maybe
Copium's still fighting. Doesn't have the backup this time. Cheech can dash over the wall with the Dance of Arrows if he wants to, but now Mocha Dog making an appearance as well. They're trying to get down onto Tiger. He doesn't have his ult, but they have the Kindred ult to invest. B-Pots has joined the fray. It's 4v3. The hook gonna land. Tiger's on a killing spree, and Gwensday should be able to get out.
Yeah, I don't want to say like a free kill, but it's definitely another kill into RotM's pocket. Feels good. Beepot's 3-0 and 3 on this Ezreal. Weirdly enough, not going for the Luden's Tempest.
Yeah, that is kind of a strange build. I got so used to seeing the Ludens after last game. No Essence Reaper either.
It's a lane gank? Yeah, it's a lane gank.
Alright, so what's the rocket belt upgrade then?
The rocket belt upgrade. Oh, this is a stupid one. It's literally like upgraded arrow pack.
I actually
remember
knew
this
that one. Yeah, that one. That's it. Oath is in maybe a little bit of trouble. Has to cast the Hammerboy bouncy time, but it gets immuned by the Braum. That's a classic interaction, and Scramble's very aware of that one. And now we farm again. Well, no, we don't, because Copium's here. Does he have the hook? Not gonna go for it though. Oh, now gonna go for it, with no one to really follow up. Tiger trying to get into range, but you have to be careful with Scrambles collapsing in, and everyone needs to chill for just a second.
Yeah, like Beepot's can go ham here. Like he actually wins this. Yeah, not even close.
Yeah, the solo kill for B-Pots in the bottom lane, as you do. Does he get the solo kill if he had Ludens though?
Uh, I was waiting for the Kindred ult, but it's on cooldowns for another couple seconds.
Yeah. Even if he had Kindred ult, I don't know that he gets out of there. Like, there's a lot of CC. Copium looking for the flank here in mid. They have B-Pots and White Tiger looking to come in for the 3v3. They get onto the Syndra. Tiger doing some damage, finishes that one off. Scrambles is stunned up underneath turret. In comes the teleport, though, from Zeratul. Trying to turn this one back around. They throw B-Pots into the Jacuzzi, but he still has flashback out to safety. With a volley barrel, they'll track him down. It's a shutdown for Zeratul as they're looking to try to continue the dive. Tiger is low, but Zeratul very tanky as well. Eventually, Oath finishes him off, and again, Gwensday come out with a 1 kill positive advantage.
Yeah, I feel like the only issue that we're seeing this game is like Gwensday's not really getting anything from these kills. I mentioned it last game, like, what are they doing with them? But, like, it's kind of the same thing here. Like, yeah, they've got literally double the kills here, but between, like, farm difference and, like, possible plates, like, there's only 400 gold separating these teams. Ooh, Echo went, Sorks. Like, I get it, Sorks are fun, they feel good on that champion, but, like, Syndra, Braum, Volibear, it's a Merc Tread game, my friend.
Yeah, Mocha Dog continuing to do his farming and killing turrets on the bottom side of the map. Not quite going to be able to finish that one off. Beepot's not going to overly punish him for it. Second Herald going to go into the back pocket, so Cheech has Sheila available.
I think the other issue here is Oath hasn't been reset from like the mid fight. Is there just gonna come in like is sitting on like 1500 gold here?
I mean, Oath should be able to buy his own items, but they're going to go for the fight anyway. In comes the Ornn ultimate, but it's immune by scrambles. They'll finish off the Volibear to start it off, but Cheech falls in the process. 1-for-1 as Oath is on the front line trying to jump it out. That was... I have no idea what the fuck just happened right there. But in goes Mocha Dog into melee range. They'll finish him off. Everybody is so low for ROTM. Wolf is just...
All right, well, we'll play off the fight there for RotM. Like again, now the question is, what do you do? What do you make of this? How do you get tempo? What do you benefit from? Like, yeah, you're getting to catch a mid wave, but you're gonna at least get a tower off this, or are we?
Man, Copium and
Okay.
Oath had like a collective 100 health. At the end of that fight, that was...
Right. And they just keep going, which like I mean, respect. Like they're gonna play on the knife's edge, and like it, I mean I forgot if it was who's the mad coach? Is it Mac? Is that?
Yeah.
Like he's talking about like how like using them as an example here, like how they're always willing to like look for like the 55-45 play instead of like wait for like the rogue team with like we're just gonna wait for the 100 play. Like these guys are very clearly more of like the 60-40 or the 55-45 play, and like one that makes for exciting league. Two, like it like you can get some crazy advantages off it. It's just a matter of figuring out how to do so.
Yeah. Oath and Zratsul reacquainting with each other in top lane. Scrambles. Gonna stop by, say hello, and try to force down this tower is gonna be the big objective. They'll get a little damage down onto Oath, but ultimately this tower should... Never mind. Oath just has an insane wave clear.
Ornn.
Meanwhile, the mid tower died. So that's a little unfortunate, as NSG picks up a tower anyway, just not quite where they thought they would. Oh, Wolf, maybe a little overextended, getting picked potentially. Do they have the damage? There it is. Finally, as Beepons finishes him off. Scrambles has not left top lane, in fact, and Oath has found this out the hard way. More autos, the ultimate from Zratsul. They just need a little bit of damage, and there it finally is from the Volibear. They'll finish him off, and they'll finish that tower off. And just the one pick plus the tower now, well, plus the two towers has made it 1,000 gold deficit for NSG, and they're still very much in this game. These are some weird interactions with these dashes. Cheech looking for Church of Rango, but I don't think that they're going to find anything as they... You know, the game just continues, whether we want it to or not. 2 minutes to go on a mountain track, and that represents Soul Point for the... I was going to make a joke about pearls, and I don't have one. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't be able to pull anything out of my backside for a pearl joke.
Something about the
sad copium.
The black pearl. Yeah, copium is pretty doomed. No flash, and accurately identified by Church of Rango puts him in the jacuzzi, and the water's a little too hot.
But he's in a diving suit.
I don't think it's like a diving suit in that scene. It's like a god of some variety. Top lane gameplay. If you ever wondered what top lane's like, it's kind of like this.
You slap each other for a while and nothing happens. Top diff.
Excuse me. Yeah, so as this game continues to go on, do you favor the double marksman comp, or do you feel like the kind of more generic team fighting comp is better scaling?
I mean, scaling wise, give it to Gwensday. Like Kindred versus Jarvan in like a vacuum will definitely outscale Jarvan. Jarvan's, you know, definitely more known for like his level 2 cheese ganks or
Oh,
Ornn
the
with
teleport,
the
but then the counter teleport from Oath. He gets 2 knockups, trying to use that Ornhorn back through, but again, Scrambles is there to stop it, and Mocha Dog just takes him down. The back of this fight not going super well for Gwensday either, as Zeratul is just tearing through Cheech. It's a big stun from Wolf, but Tiger eventually finishes him off. Now on the other side, Beepot's trying to do what he can, but he'll find one, but he can't escape the clutches of the Volley Bear. It's a triple kill for Zeratul, and that'll put NSG on sole point.
man. I'll be honest. Like I watched that fight happen, but I don't know what went wrong. Like outside of Ornn getting like obliterated at the beginning, and once again just trying to like at what point like when you're playing Ornn in this matchup, do you like basically have to like come to the conclusion that hey, I just can't ult. Like wait, you have to wait for the Braum shield to go down. But like other than that, like I don't know what went wrong. Obviously something went terribly wrong.
Haven't we seen Ornn versus Braum like twice already? And why is Scrambles the only one that's figured out you can just block the ult?
Right. I guess that's true. We did see that for that first series. It never happened.
Or at least it never happened that I noticed specifically. Because Papa Tito had some huge Ornn ults. And they were definitely against Braum. I don't know. Maybe it isn't as widely known as I think it is or should be.
It should be pretty known. It's a wall. It's like oh I see an Ornn. I play Yasuo. He or I play Samira.
Does Samira break it though?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's literally the same as Yasuo Windle on her.
That was familiar, but Copium had flash that time, so he was fine. It's still a kill advantage for Gwensday, but they're starting to fall off the ball in terms of gold in their pocket, and this is not going to help. Oh, maybe it's fine. I don't think I'd ever like really heard the ult sound effect on that skin. That's kind of neat. It like every time it. Anyway. Yeah, that's a lot burned for RTM, so it's going to give NSG the opportunity to look at this Baron Pit and start to sweep through if they want to. And this is really nice vision control from NSG. They've set up a bush bait. RTM shouldn't... There's no reason for them to walk up right now. Okay. They have a ward in the Baron Pit, which is a little unfortunate for NSG, so RTM doesn't have to face check immediately. But yeah, now it's a 1,000 gold lead for NSG.
Echo's TP. I feel like RotM should really like move him bottom at this point. Like he's got TP. There's no one that can like assassinate him.
Yeah. NSG gonna look for the fight, trying to find the stun onto Oath. They'll throw him into the jacuzzi instead. In comes the Ornhorn, and out goes the Ram. Alright. Damn. Vaughn kicked me from his friends list now that I sent him the Yamoka skiff. Oh, lucky.
I wonder if he'd kick me. I'm his 80 carry. He'd probably kick me still.
I think that he's pretty indiscriminate with his kicking regarding that particular gift. Oh, the hook gonna land on to Wolf, but they just don't have the follow-up damage immediately. Now everybody piling in. It's just a cluster that's now turned into a super cluster because of the Kindred ult. They're kiting back away, but Zeratul is still alive. They've forced the battle line back. Mocha trying to reset back through the fight. He finds one, he finds two. Tiger is still alive, trying to get the assassinations. It's Tiger and B-Pots versus 3. B-Pots is in. Oh, didn't hit the Q. Wolf is down, though. It's a double kill for the Ezreal. He gets knocked up by the EQ. Scrambles, and Church of Rango just beat him down with the use of that Braum passive. And Tiger versus Rango and Scrambles? It doesn't look like we're going to see the fight.
It kind of faceplant into a wall. Also, B-Pots might have... Or, I mean, he might have got to experience the lethal tempo Jarvan. Really paying off there as he gets the Braum passive off
Yeah, it's
faster.
the synergy with the Braum passive, for sure. It also synergizes with his red smite. Like, this might actually be cracked.
I mean, it's not, but I'm making it sound like it's slightly useful. Soul point here in 25 seconds. B-Pot's still just now coming up.
Yeah, he'll be able to get there in time, especially because he's pretty much at the same spot as Wolf. So it is going to be NSG able to set up their vision control and maybe feel a little bit more confident. They've technically won the last couple of fights. It's been very close again. We have not seen either team like really able to securely win a team fight in this series. I want to say this is tense, but this feels like no one really wants to do a whole lot. The stun gonna land onto B-Pots, and no one can follow up.
Right. I mean, Pearl doesn't have to do anything. Look at their waves. Like, top is smacking that tower, mid's pushing in. Like, they could just kind of vibe. Like, provided they don't eat too much Ezreal poke, then, like, they could take their time walking up.
Yeah, they also could just... They don't need this dragon. Our team needs this dragon much more than NSG does. They could just walk mid and really put pressure on, but instead they've pulled Oath to the bottom lane and they're looking for the engage immediately. They're onto B-Pots. They've locked him up. They have everything they need. They just can't quite finish him off. Now they finally do 1 for 1 as Tiger was able to finish off Mocha on the other side of the fight. Cheech finishes off the Syndra. He's got the Lamb's Respite, kiting back away from Zeratul, but he left his own ultimate. And now the fight recontinues. It's 2v3, White Tiger in stopwatch, getting beat down. Church of Rango and Scrambles again, the last two left alive. The EQ not quite able to find it, but the Gore Drinker does. Copium finds the hook. Oath is there to try to follow up. They will finish off the Jarvan, and this time it's ROTM that comes away with 2 people left alive.
These two are gonna try to do a dragon. Like, I mean, they're not gonna do it fast. And Ornn doesn't have spellbook.
All right, Scrambles over the wall. No vision. Now he's got vision again. Oh, they've got the teleport immediately on spawn from Wolf. Yeah, they have to abandon this, right? Oath is looking for the fight still. Copium can't do anything. He's just down. Yeah, there's no one coming. There's no help from ROTM. Is Zeratul able to join the fray? It's a shutdown for Wolf. And the... Oh my gosh. That Ezreal ult was so close. All right. Well, it's the Mountain Soul for NSG. They're now, I would say, the clear favorites in this game. All right, we've been close. We've been neck and neck. I think that now you can definitively say that NSG should win this game from this position, right?
Right. They've got Mountain Shield, and like that's kind of huge against like the pseudo assassin that Echo is. It's huge against Ezreal poke. Like it's. They were already winning the team fights.
Yeah, burning down Baron now. Tiger looking over the wall has the little bit of vision peek with his W.
Echo Kindred can like burst this from like 3k. Jump in! You can take this!
Yeah, teleport in from Oath, and
Oath kept it aggroed, but everyone else, oh my god.
Everyone just abandons the Baron.
That was a free Baron for RotM. They literally handed it over to RotM.
Oath now maybe just he's very caught. He's able to break through the walls of the Jarvan Jacuzzi, but now the fight breaking out, just this really weird angle. Cheech is almost dead, but he's able to get the Lamb's Respite off. They finish off Tristana on the backside of the fight, but Zeratul is so big. He's tearing through everybody. Wolf able to finish off Tiger. That's very important as they're looking to turn the EQ lands onto Oath as well. He's got nothing left in the tank, and it's a double kill for Zeratul. The volley bear was so huge during that fight.
Right, and it was looking decent for RotM at first. Like Oath assassinated Mocha Dog, actually got a chance to get an Ornhorn off, and I mean, looked good. And then Volley just kind of like dunked everyone, and XZ Wolf just kind of got the free cast for a while. I wish we got to see like damage chart for like a fight.
Yeah, B-Pots is trying to get in. Oh, that Braum shield is so good from scrambles. I don't know that that was the timing he needed, but they're going to be able to finish off the Baron, and NSG walks away. Now, about as strong as they're going to get in this game. They've got Mountain Soul, they've got Baron buff, they've got it on 5 people.
Does Trist have her A money? Ooh, she does. She does on this reset. So after this wave, Tristana has her A, so she can kind of play the game now. I'm gonna be real, B-Pots. I don't know if this Frozen Heart you're going for is gonna help you here. Like, I think this is like a Rav Hydra angle, or honestly like Executioners. Like Jarvan's healing for a lot, Volley's healing for I'm sure actually a massive amount.
He's got the Deicide, so now he can kill Volibear.
He's had the Deicide. Volley's not
Oh,
dying. B-Pots?
how'd he end up there?
Um, B-Pots, check your PayPal balance.
That's no.
No. I won't. No.
Well, the dive commences now for NSG. They're starting to tear through. Copium very low as Zeratul just tanking everything up. They'll take the inhibitor down. They don't even have Wolf right now. They don't have the availability to have Wolf. He doesn't have teleport.
Damn it, Scrambles.
And whatever defense our team could muster, unfortunately, just kind of died with B-Pots there. But now Echo has the upgraded arrow pack. It's ready.
Right. I mean, this is part of the. I don't say it's a problem with Robin's comp because it's not insane wave clear. Like, it's not bad wave clear for a team, but it's just against Baron, like, Echo just isn't super good.
They're going to call in the Ornhorn. They had Scramble separated. They get the little knock up onto him. Trying to force the engage as best they can in. Oath is separated from the rest of the team, though, as Church of Rengo goes in. He gets a big knock-up. They'll eventually finish off Oath, and now into Zanya's. It's a huge ultimate from White Tiger. Is it enough, though? He's in the Zanya's. He's going to fall as Wolf finishes him off. B-Pot's the last one alive for Gwensday, trying to fight his way out, but he can't find any kills, and it's the ace for NSG in the game for NSG. Why are
It's
we
funny.
watching Syndra? What? Thank you, directed camera. All right.
Right. It's funny that I can name all these Ornn items, and then I saw Syndra bought Blighted Jewel. I'm like, what the heck is, or Blighting Jewel? What's that? I realize that's the impen item. I buy that all the time. And I don't even know what the jewel's called. I'm so dumb.
It's a hard-fought 2-0 win, but NSG does come out with it the consensus favorites in the division, improved to 1-0. For Gwensday, though, a lot to look at. Like, they had good moments in both games. They had opportunities to win both games, and I think they have a lot to build on going forward, especially in, their first week or two playing together. So, um, commiserations to them. 0-1 now on the split, but I think a lot to look forward to in the next couple of games.
Right, yeah, like it's not like that was not a close series at all. Like we had to sit here for like 80 minutes of it, like in only 2 games. So yeah.
All right. Well, I need to eat food. The next stream is probably next Friday, I think, for Gold again. Like we mentioned, one team was on stream and the other team got a forfeit win. So, um, congrats to both of our Plat teams for winning their games, but not going to be on stream on Monday. So, yeah, next Friday, back here 6 p.m. we'll have both of the Gold Series once again. You can always check the Discord channel or Twitter for when we go live. Is that enough shilling? I think
Yeah,
that's it.
I think so. Watch us take on our old former buddies from Get Wrecked. I think like Divine Ascension, Emerald. I think that's yeah. I think they've changed what team they made, but it's the JDK Saturation Squad that we've gone up against a bajillion times.
Yeah. I guess look forward to that next week. I haven't looked at anything else, so yeah. Bye everybody. Bye. Jesus Christ.